Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining the show once again. Thank you for checking us out. We appreciate you very much. We have a great show lined up for you guys today. 4 great guests, a special edition of On the Nose. Excited as always as we continue to unpack a very busy weekend in combat sports. I did want to mention at the top of the show that I do the show today with, I was going to say a bit of a heavy heart, but an extremely heavy heart. You probably know that today is October 7th. You probably know that 2 years ago today was an awful, awful day in the history of humanity. You know, there are 2 dates that will forever stick with me, that will forever bring me back to a different place and send chills down my spine. The first, of course, September 11, 2001. The second, October 7th, 2023. I'll never forget that morning. I'll never forget that day. And for a lot of people, we'll never forget everything that has transpired afterwards. That was a nightmare. And it's a nightmare that a lot of us are continuing to live. Whether it's from afar or directly impacted. And I say it's a nightmare and an awful day for humanity because I know a lot of people have been affected. Lives have changed. Lives have been lost since that day. And I do this show today to acknowledge the fact that on that day, over 1,200 people were not just murdered, but they were raped, they were beaten up, they were taken hostage. Some of those people are still being held hostage. Latest count is 48. Half of those are not even alive anymore, being held against their will. And I acknowledge the fact that in the aftermath of that, thousands of people have died, thousands of people have been used as you know, pawns in this awful war, casualties, lives ruined, lives cut short, nightmare, starvation, heartache, everything. I struggle to come up with the appropriate words because I know it's a very sensitive subject, and my heart breaks for everyone in the entire region, not just one specific group of people, everyone who didn't want anything to do with this, anyone who didn't ask for any of this, people who were born into this, a conflict that dates back thousands of years. And I hope and pray that at some point, and maybe the developments of the last couple of days can lead us to a path and a direction of peace and harmony, because I know, just speaking for myself and people close to me, and I'm sure everyone who works on this show, all we want in life is peace, harmony in this region, in regions across the world that are, you know, that are affected by conflict. But I cannot do this show today without acknowledging what transpired on that day, on that awful, awful day, and what has continued to transpire afterwards. And so my thoughts are with everyone whose lives were affected, friends and family, colleagues, loved ones, lives who were cut short on that day and in the subsequent days. Pray that there's peace to come, pray that there is harmony to come, that there is rebuilding to come, and certain things will never be able to go back to the way they once were or even be rebuilt. I acknowledge that. But for me, this is a very sad and somber day, and I cannot start the show and just pretend like it's something that didn't happen. So hopefully you understand that, respect that, and again, hopefully that we can, in the near future, move towards a world and a life where things like the stuff that happened on October 7th, the atrocities that happened on October 7th, and the stuff that happened subsequently will never happen again. May everyone whose lives were lost, may their memory be a blessing, and may those who lost their lives rest in peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Area Nobody Show!
Back in your life on this Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. Hello again, everyone. I sure hope you're doing well. It is great to be with you on this Choo Choo Tuesday, a 4-pack of guests coming your way. And they come from the entire world of MMA. We stress the world. In about 25 minutes' time, we'll be joined by Petr Yan. Is he next for Merab Dvalishvili? Is he next in line for a UFC bantamweight title shot? And will that fight happen in 2 months? 2 months from today, to be exact. That's the final UFC pay-per-view of 2025. Just so happens to be the final UFC pay-per-view of the ESPN era. Will that happen? We'll talk to him about it. After that interview, we'll talk to Joe Pyfer, who had a big win this past Saturday against Abus Magomedov. Huge win for him. Solid finish, great finish. And he's always a fun guy to talk to. So we look forward to that chat with Body Bags, Joe Pyfer at... That's 2:30. We're going to be joined by Sergio Pettis, who had the incredible knockout of one Magomed Magomedov on Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon here in America, Friday evening in Dubai. Big win for him. Comeback when he was losing the first round, pulled it out of the fire, so to speak, and perhaps he'll be next for a PFL bantamweight title shot in 2026. We'll round out the day with Arman Tsarukyan, who we know by now will return to action on the 22nd of November in Qatar against Dan Hooker. Can't wait for that fight. And by the time the fight happens, it will be about 19 months since Arman's last fight. He's done some grappling matches, Pitbull, Ben Henderson. You know, he's had some activity, so to speak, but nothing like, you know, a UFC fight. And obviously he was supposed to fight back in January against Islam Makhachev, had to pull out on the Friday before the fight. And so it's been a very weird year for him, but I'm very happy that he's getting this fight. I think it's a fantastic matchup. And Dana White said on Saturday that the winner will be the number one contender at 155 pounds, presumably fighting the winner of Ilia Topuria versus either Justin Gaethje or Paddy Pimblett. No word just yet, but it does seem as though we are moving in the direction of a return for Ilia Topuria, because he did just post on social media today a little teaser perhaps of something to come. Here it is on his Instagram. The king is coming. Nobody is safe. Line them up. The takeover continues. That feels like a fight announcement is nearing type of post. All right, like I said, special Tuesday edition of On the Nose. Why Tuesday? Number one, tomorrow's show, way too packed. Number two, I have been toying with the idea of doing this segment on Tuesday rather than Wednesday, especially after pay-per-views, because I feel like there are more pressing things to talk about on the Tuesday than the Wednesday. The Wednesday feels a little removed from the weekend. So let's try this out, shall we? Time now for everyone's favorite segment of the week. It is time.
It's time for On the Nose.
Okay. James the Tuna is first. Hi all, I had the pleasure of meeting Yuri at the Tokyo Dome this past May. I thought he was incredibly nice. I also thought he was very kind and generous toward the Japanese fans who asked for photos and autographs. I'm genuinely not a religious or spiritual person, but I honestly felt some sort of energy when meeting him. Very hard to explain, but it was there. I get it. First off, when you interviewed him in person, did you feel that sort of energy? Yes. He was in studio. He was stoic. He was very powerful. And also, with Uncrowned Films being a thing, any chance of getting a Yuri doc, I think it's fair to say he's the most interesting man in combat. There's like a list of 150 things that I'd love to do, just getting started. Again, we announced yesterday, Uncrowned Films, Casey Leiden joining the squad, BKFC doc coming out next week, the first of many, many different things that we'll be doing with him. For the channel and for all of you. So yeah, a Yuri one would be phenomenal. Speaking of Yuri, how are you doing, Mr. GC, after what happened yesterday? Is anything different in your life? Are you feeling differently? Is there anything you want to say about the interaction with Yuri?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
I feel like you're handling it well.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Cheered on my guy. He didn't appreciate it. It's okay.
Do you think that he is feeling bad about his response?
No, not at all. I don't think he's thought about it since he left the gas station, since it stopped playing. I actually think he stopped thinking about it halfway through the clip.
That's a good point.
Is this almost over?
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
No regrets, though.
Absolutely no regrets.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are seeing us doing watch parties for the first time, but have been doing these for 3 years now, and nothing has changed over the course of 3 years. Like Sean O'Malley clip we freaked out about, Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje we freaked out about, Ilia Topuria, Max Holloway we freaked out about. I feel our reactions are pretty in line with the stakes of the fight and the way that the fight finishes. So
I couldn't agree more.
We'll continue to do the exact same thing.
That's a great
that we
piece
have
of
always been
information.
doing.
That's great news. I don't want you to change any of it. That. I would be the first to say it wasn't. And also, most people who watch the show know that you are a big fan of his. Here's Jose.
Was. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Right. Yes, it is definitely Team Blackjack from here on out for sure.
And you could tell him that tomorrow. He'll be on the show, so that's good news. Ariel, with the resurgence of your documentary series getting new life this Wednesday, I'm curious to know what are the chances these docs make their way to the UFC? I don't think they need our docs, to be honest. And let's walk before we run here. I mean, we've just done one and we haven't even released it yet. So, but listen, we're open to collaborating with anyone. We're staunch supporters of co-promotion and working together in harmony. So let's see. Barely Perez says, thoughts on the Smashing Machine bad opening week, guys? Have you seen this? Have you seen the reports of the low? See, let me ask our resident cinephile expert, Mr. New York Rick, who's really tapped into the scene. How bad are these numbers, and what does it really mean?
They're not horrific because the projections, I think, were in the 8 to 12 range, and they ended up somewhere in the 5 to 6 range. So, like, certainly not what they were looking for. But I don't think they expected this type of film to recoup its money immediately anyway. Hopefully, good word of mouth can get people to go over the subsequent weeks and things like that. But, The Rock put out a statement, which, I think was pretty poignant in terms of, look, this is a project that he wanted to do and felt like his performance was, worthwhile. And it's not necessarily about the box office return. Now, certainly, you have to imagine that none of the executives involved, nor none of the people who participated in it, whether it be the director, Benny Safdie, or any of the actors, wanted it to underperform. But at the same time, this feels like a movie that has some like relevance and maybe some staying power and maybe a longer life. So, yeah, look, it's not a popcorn flick. It's really not a popcorn flick. So you kind of have to just live with what the results are.
Just to be clear, no chance that affects its chances of winning awards, right?
Zero.
Like
In
that
fact,
doesn't.
All the Oscar winners are like films you've never seen.
Sure. Do you think he will be nominated?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think he will win?
Don't know.
Too early to say?
There are some movies coming out toward the end of the year that I think are going to give stiff competition.
Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore 2.
Exactly.
Any chance? Oh, yeah.
No, Benny Safdie.
Benny Safdie and Happy Gilmore 2.
But he will be nominated, and I think he has a pretty decent shot of winning. It's one of those dramatic roles that I think people wanted him to do for so long. After having done the popcorn flicks, like The Rock has made the money making the popcorn flicks previously. I don't think it'll hurt his negotiating ability or his leverage. I don't think it will hurt Benny Safdie. I don't think it'll hurt Emily Blunt. I don't think it'll hurt the studio. But certainly they would have liked to recoup, no doubt. But I don't think this will have any like long-term effect. And it's a little bit disappointing. But at the same time, if you have never watched Smashing Machine, the documentary, I could see why this wouldn't necessarily appeal, right? Like I would understand why it might be.
Perhaps these people should have watched the documentary first and then no.
Just educate yourself.
Okay, here's a
Great
question
film,
from
though.
James.
Go see it.
Yes, I agree. Hey, all, question for Pete. When you know a pay-per-view or big event is coming up, how do you manage your sleep schedule for that day and for the next few days as well? I genuinely don't understand how European fans watch these events live.
Well, look, to break the fourth wall here, we
Yes.
did change the protocol this week.
No, I know, and I feel like you've been sort of catching up. Like you've been a dog chasing its tail ever since. We screwed it up. I'm sorry.
No. It's nothing to do with you. But usually I have no protocol.
That's right.
Thank you. I just kind of I raw dog it. I just go through the day, I watch the pay-per-view, and then I show up and I do the show, and then Sunday plays out as it plays out. Elaine removes herself from the house because I'm like a fucking lunatic. But this week I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a pre-nap before the UFC event. And I executed the pre-nap. It was 1 hour, 45 minutes long. I woke up and I watched the fights. And if you don't mind me saying, I thought I was a lot more energetic on our Saturday post show than I usually am. So I think this is going to be the protocol going forward. And I'm
Yeah, I thought you were
very
fantastic.
very happy to be sponsored by any coffee company or anything that wants to come my way for Saturday, because
Perhaps
you talk
Celsius.
about-
Back of you.
I already have one.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? I take it back.
Yeah,
Celsius.
yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
It was actually Celsius a massive part of me getting through Saturday.
Thank you.
Forgot to mention that. Thank you, Celsius.
What time do you take the nap at?
I took the nap this time, Connor Burks, at 9 p.m.
Oh, wow. You go down at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Until?
Well, this was 10:45.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was awake for the first fight. And you informed me, as I'm telling you guys, new protocol. You were like, I napped this time, didn't the week before. Massive difference. The power nap is the difference between champions and never was, guys. In this
I'm a napper every time. And the one time I missed it, we saw what happened on the Canelo Crawford one.
Was that the one?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Always
wow.
getting a nap.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
instead of napping, I was gallivanting all over Manhattan, watching,
This
watching
is-
that, drinking coffees at 9, upsetting my stomach.
That's
yeah.
bullshit. Yeah.
We're back to the power naps. We have to really lock back into the procedures at hand.
Here's Nimesh. Hello, Ariel and crew. Longtime listener. I must say the show is a staple to my life and really helped me as I moved to a new city, Charlottesville. Charlottesville, aren't they known for, was it Charlottesville?
UVA, that's what they're known for.
Okay. I just want a moment to give everyone their flowers. And honestly, I love looking forward to the banter amongst you all between guests and the beginning and end of episodes. So does he fast forward through all the guests?
I know I do.
Here's Kyle. Ariel, which of these possible heavyweight fights are you most interested in? And which one is the most likely to happen? Okay, Jones versus Aspinall, Jones versus Pereira, Aspinall versus Pereira. I really think Jones-Pereira has a good chance of happening. Call me crazy. And then the winner fights Aspinall. How about that? So I think I put Jones versus Pereira over Jones versus Aspinall. And then I don't think Pereira goes up to fight Aspinall right away. But as we said yesterday, a lot has changed in John's life in the last 4 days. So let's see if he even does want to come back. Here's PZ. Hi, Helwani. Is there really any chance that Ronda fights in the UFC again? Well, I have said it's a thing, meaning she's not just working out for the sake of working out. Now, is she tied to the UFC? No. I mean, conceivably, PFL could go and offer her $100 million. I don't think she's necessarily tied to them. Now, she does seemingly have a lot of history with them and a great relationship with them, so you would think, but I've never said like her coming back to the UFC is a done deal. I'm just saying this is a thing. Is there if there is any chance of a comeback, I think there's only one opponent that would pique Rousey's interest in making a return. Gina Carano. Now, Gina Carano's last fight was in 2009. There was a period in time where the UFC, if you guys recall, I don't know, 17, 18, no, maybe it was before that because Ronda left in 16. So maybe it was 16 or so where they tested the waters on this one. Does anyone remember when Gina Carano came on my show in the ESPN era and she told a story about meeting Dana and the meeting didn't go very well, and then Dana thought he was texting someone about her, but by mistake sent the text to her?
I sure do.
Do you remember the aftermath of that interview?
I sure do.
Oh my dear.
Yeah, Hornet's Nest got struck
That's
with a
chapter
baseball bat.
17 of Highway to Helwani.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Refresh the memory here. What was the aftermath? There's
Okay. Well, basically, as she told the story, they met, it didn't go great, and then he texted something that was not very complimentary about her, but texted it to her.
Yeah.
And then we had a show and we had a replay show. On Air Jordan might have been involved in all of those too, but I'm gonna do him a favor and not tag him in on this one unless he wants to be tagged in. And then there was this whole thing where we had to get the UFC side of it. All of a sudden, we had to get their side of it on a story that was told on the show. And then there was a decision made to pull the show, the replay show on ESPN2. It was a mess.
Oh my God.
Do you remember
This is
any of this on
crazy.
Air Jordan?
I remember the pulling of the show because it had already been cut and we wasted a whole 8 hours of our day redoing the show.
Yeah. All
It's
because
tough.
I mean, to be honest, if I'm going to be 1,000% honest, all because I think no one wanted to upset him. But I mean, it was
him.
yeah. Anyway, can we continue, please? We're trying peace and love, peace and love. I think the fact that Disney recently settled the wrongful termination bodes well. I understand the fight would have to take place under Paramount. Personally think that Crown hasn't fought since 2009, just for the record. But it's not a bad idea. I mean, who knows? Let's see. P.S. Take it easy on Frank. The comedic timing on his drop last week was hilarious. When you were talking about trying not to swear and he hit you with your "that's F and BS" drop. That was gold. I try not to swear myself and really appreciate your efforts not to. That was just really funny. Keep up the good work, Ariel, boys in the back, and the rest of the crew. So there you have it, Frank.
I think my kid wrote that one.
That window is fake says, I'm sorry, but what is going on? Did I hear you seriously say it is good for Tom if John comes back and fights Alex? That is an all-time worst day. Why? Tell me why. Okay, I saw a lot of people say like, oh, if John doesn't come back and fight Aspinall, he's a whatever. First of all, he had the opportunity to fight Aspinall. He didn't take that opportunity. He was offered a gigantic bag to fight Aspinall, and he said, thanks, but no thanks. Okay? So what's better for Tom? John comes back, fights Alex, and maybe he's feeling himself with a big win, or if he just stays retired. Tell me what's better for Tom. Staying retired, nothing happens. He's retired. Comes back, maybe he feels, you know what? I beat this guy, and you haven't looked good against Cyril Gane and Jalton Almeida. I'm going to beat your ass too. That's what I mean. Obviously, option number one would be to fight him, but he has shown no interest. He was paid a lot of money, and I can almost assure you the UFC ain't giving him that money back. Right? They're not offering that. So that's what I mean by it. What's better for Tom? To be in a division that has 0 contenders, 0 stars, 0 draws, or to have all of a sudden Alex Pereira and John Jones vying to be the number 1 contender in his weight class? This is what's good for the goose is good for the what is it? The gander?
Gander.
Yeah. Rising tide lifts all boats. All of a sudden now look at the heavyweight division in boxing. You get a couple of draws. Now everyone's talking about the heavyweight division. You have no draws. No one's talking about the heavyweight division. So I stand very firmly on business in this regard. I don't know if that makes any sense. Hunter Biden's crack pipe. I'm madly in love with Veronica Hardy and I don't care who hears it. Wait a second. Who wrote this? Actually, it's probably not a great idea for Dan Hardy to hear that. Also, my wife. Don't want to poke those bears. Okay, that's 2 people I'd really prefer didn't hear that I'm head over heels in love with Veronica Hardy. But as for the rest of the world, wait, my children probably wouldn't appreciate it. Fuck, I'm sorry. I need to reconsider this entire thing. The more time that goes by, the list grows of people who under no circumstances should hear this, but I do. I love her.
Fair play.
HBCP is Frank's alter ego.
I didn't say that.
I know, I just did.
Can we say what happened?
That's his name
Or-
on Xbox Live when
We
he
can't
plays with
say-
Don
okay.
Davis.
Jamal 2020. Congrats on Uncrowned Films. Are the documentaries going to be free? Of course. Does Frank love heavy metal?
Lorna Shore.
Does Frank love a 6 snare?
Yeah.
The answer is
Maybe.
yes.
I feel like you're looking.
This is getting dicey here.
You're
Yeah,
searching.
It's getting a little.
Okay, it's a little too close.
How is this dicey?
There's nothing dicey about it. You saying it's dicey made it dicey.
Nah, it's getting dicey.
What's getting dicey here? Fourth wall getting broken too hard?
What's happening?
On the nose. Next question.
Okay, this guy has asked a lot of questions. Oh.
This is a-
I mean, this name is crazy, but I don't.
Hunter Biden's crack pipe was
Okay.
didn't ding anything for
this
you?
guy's name is GC's gay roommate.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't know. Hey, Ariel, I have a small suggestion. Have you considered maybe putting the On the Nose segment on a short hiatus? Last week, it seemed like a lot of the questions were frustrating or irritating, and honestly, I agreed that many of them were pretty ridiculous. But when I heard Crazy Kev catch a stray, it made me think the segment might need a bit of a reset. I hope I didn't take what was said too personally, as it felt like an unnecessary casualty in the moment. Maybe it's time to take a break from the segment. No, I don't think so. We're switching days. That's all it needed.
It made it sound like is that Crazy Kev?
I don't know.
Why would he take it personally?
That was GC's gay.
I think he asked the question, and I got mad.
I know, but he's like, I don't want to take it personally. Take what personally? It wasn't a personal attack at you.
Speaking
But ask
of
a better
which,
question.
Corey says, hello. My condolences to GC after that experience with Yuri yesterday. Do we have a video of GC reacting live? It would be hilarious. Also, who would you match Khalil up with next? I was thinking maybe a Johnny Walker rematch. Not bad. Get his W back. But other than that, don't need to be seeing him take more heavy KO losses. Yeah, it's true. Walker, well, I'd be down for that. Or even the Ming Yang fight. I still think they're high on him, and they're both coming off losses. Do we have video of GC reacting?
No, but can I just say that I attempted, because like it got tweeted out by Uncrowned, Ariel Jedi, everyone clipped it off. In the moment, I was like, man, hopefully we can just bury this and talk about it and just keep moving on with our lives. By the time I opened Twitter 5 minutes later, it was posted by every single account. It was getting aggregated. So I tried to rewatch the clip again. I couldn't finish it. I was like, this is too uncomfortable. I had to flip out of it. The amount of texts that I got from friends that are not MMA fans that I guess saw it on social that were like giving me condolences as if like I lost a loved one or like took like a big loss in my life was astounding.
Yeah.
It was astounding.
That footage does exist, but
Did your parents see
let
it?
lie.
No, and I hope
Thank
they
God.
don't. I hope they don't. They're still a proud mother and father of their son. I think that opinion might change if they.
Perfect. Let's keep it that way. Colin asks, if Ronda were to come back, which of these opponents would get you the most excited? Pena, Tate, or Carano?
Seems like a lot of Gina Carano mentions here today.
All of a sudden. By the way, the Pena one is one we didn't consider.
I've been considering that. I think that's a great opponent to come back to.
I feel like if she does come back, it will be more of a one-off than a deep run. Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, all three are pretty good
By the way,
options.
there isn't really a deep run. There's
Right.
like those three names are the names. Like what else do you have? Like there isn't a deep run. This division is a wasteland.
Toronto?
No, definitely not. One fight.
Yeah, she hasn't fought in 16
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea. I have zero idea if Gina Carano was in fighting shape at this point. Like, as you said, 2009. Like, it feels like Ronda was forever ago, let alone Gina. But as far as names, like that's a massive fight.
Grant says, Ariel, no question this week. Just wanted to give you and PT your flowers for Saturday's post-fight reaction show. I've listened to almost every post-pay-per-view reaction since the 3-Pac days, and Saturday's was the best. You were both in generational form. Bravo, and thanks for everything you do. Do you agree with this statement, PT?
I thought it was a very good buzz. I mean, I think you kind of you
Generational.
Generational buzz.
Yeah.
But we had a very negative Friday show. And I think Saturday just allowed us to be happy and jovial about the sport for an hour, which was desperately needed after Friday's PFL effort.
I agree.
So I thought it was pretty good.
It was a breath of fresh air. Here's Patrick McCrate. Favorite segment of the week, with Uncrowned Film set to take off. Will there be docs during UFC fight weeks as well, similar to the IFW one? Oh, like the behind the scenes? Let's see, guys. By the way, what a great reaction to all of this. This is great.
Yeah.
GC, blind rank these Atlanta Falcons legends. Michael Vick.
2.
Ooh, controversial pick.
What?
Wait, how many are there?
I mean, he went to jail.
5.
Oh, I'm speaking strictly on the
Okay.
field.
he was
Julio
one.
Jones.
I knew that was coming 1.
Wow, really?
All-time favorite Falcon
Okay,
ever.
personally, but like most people wouldn't agree with this.
I mean, we haven't had that many great Falcons, man.
Jamal Anderson.
3.
Matt Ryan.
I would have put him ahead of Jamal Anderson. 4. MVP. Took us to a Super Bowl, 28-3, and the guy's got a statue outside of Mercedes-Benz if he holds on to that lead.
Nice.
So does Julio Jones. Julio Jones made the game-winning catch in that Super Bowl.
Sure.
Super Bowl that he won.
Stop
All
the
we had to
count.
do was trot out, kick a field goal.
Finally, Neon Deion Sanders.
Yeah, we'll go 5.
Oh, wow.
I mean, dude, come on, he jumped around. Niners, Cowboys.
He had a pretty good run.
Talking
Prime
lifelong
time.
Falcon, man.
All right. Pecan Pie up in this. I'm sorry, Ariel. Under no circumstances should John Jones be fighting anyone but Tom Aspinall if he were to return. I don't understand the flip-flop from the crew to now wanting him to fight Alex. Yeah, you know what the flip-flop is? He doesn't
didn't
hold the
flip-flop.
belt. He doesn't hold the belt. The issue was he held the belt. How many times did Tom Aspinall have to say, I don't really care about John, that's gravy, I just want the belt? He doesn't have the belt. He can do whatever he wants. The terms are different now. It's sort of like Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo Alvarez held all those belts, everyone said like, yo, you can't be the super middleweight champion of the world fighting Jake Paul. But now you don't have any belts? do whatever the hell you want. That's how don't you understand that? John Jones was the heavyweight champion who both held up the division in Tom's career. The White House card is what lured John back. You're crazy if you think he isn't retiring immediately after this card. That's his storybook ending. Why are we letting the John Tom fight slip through our fingers? Because he doesn't hold the belt. Because Tom got what he wanted. And again, we'd love to see that fight. But now that he doesn't hold the belt, he can do whatever he wants. I feel like this makes a lot of sense. No flip-flopping. No flip-flopping. Matt Chiwiwis. Hello, Ariel and the crew. Happy Dyslexia Day and also National Pierogi Day. Same to you. So following GFL's massive announcement over the weekend, what are your thoughts on their future? Will they rise from the ashes, or was this a last-ditch attempt to stay relevant? I would say the latter. I don't even think it was a last-ditch attempt. I just think it was a social media post that probably someone posted.
You all right,
Something
mate?
stuck in my throat on a lazy Sunday. Hopefully Frank still has the protect your neck drop. Oh yeah, we played it yesterday. Thanks as always. Peace and love. By the way, shout out to all these people. I dropped this on you guys this morning, and a ton of questions here. Okay, this is a good one. I'm happy it was asked. Helge. Hi, Ariel and team. About the judging in the Paul Hughes fight, did I hear this correctly that one of the controversial scorecards came from a judge called Derek Minner? As in the same Derek Minner who got cut up in the whole James Krause? No. That was my mistake. I was very fired up. Brian Minner.
There we go.
Yeah. Thanks. PT did text me, but I think I was too locked in.
You were flowing. You were in a
Yeah,
flow
yeah,
state.
yeah.
You didn't see your phone.
Joe Schmo says, greetings, gang. Is our guest here or no? As someone that has recently started following MMA, this show is a gem. Thank you. Most important question of the Jones-Pereira breakdown. Who does Bruce Buffer introduce as, quote, the one and only?
Yeah, we really never addressed that. He bailed on the one, the only for Alex
One, the
Pereira.
only. Yeah.
Obviously, Jones will get it.
Can I be honest with you? I've never realized this was a thing.
Neither did I.
This is like you kids and your like purple like, uniforms and shit. Like there's this like subset of fans that pay attention to these things. Like it's actually important. None of this is important. And honestly, none of it is a thing.
John Jones and Conor McGregor get the one, the only, and then in March, Bruce Buffer gave Alex Pereira the one, the only Alex Pereira, and then this fight didn't give it to him.
Did you know this, PT?
No, didn't know.
I mean, if you were watching,
This is truly the moment I have been waiting for.
if you were watching the watch party, you would have noticed in real time we reacted to it.
Yeah.
Threw him to the curb like a piece of trash.
Wow.
Now he gets his belt back. He's the one,
He's
the
back.
only again.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We'll address it with Bruce. We're going to answer more questions in about 90 minutes or so. So stay tuned for more. How many did we get through? What was that? 11, 12, 13?
The counter says 21.
21.
Damn, homie. All right, let's move along to our first guest of the day. He may, in fact, be the number one contender in the UFC men's bantamweight division. He may, in fact, be fighting for that belt 2 months from today. Let us talk to the great Pyotr Yan, who's kind enough to join us late Tuesday evening over in Russia. Hello, Pyotr, my friend. How are you?
Hello, my friend. I'm good. Thank you.
Spasiba. Spasiba.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Where are you? Are you, because last time you were in a nightclub. Where are you now? Are you just at home?
No, I'm now in Moscow. It's a restaurant.
Oh, wow. You're at a restaurant this late at night? Okay, well, thank you. I'm sorry to bother you, but I appreciate you coming on. I said you may be next in line for a UFC bantamweight title shot. Can you maybe tell us definitively, do you think now that the title fight is over on Saturday, do you think your next fight will be against Merab for the belt?
Big boss, где ты? Where are you?
Where are you, big boss? Sayat.
Можешь ли ты, так как бой Мераба уже прошел, можешь ли ты с уверенностью сказать, что ты следующий будешь драться за пояс?
Я надеюсь, что я заслуживаю больше кто-либо в нашем дивизионе, кто следующий должен оспаривать бой за пояс. И я этого хочу и жду.
Yeah, I hope that I deserve more than anyone in our division to challenge for the belt next. And I'm ready and I'm just waiting for this opportunity.
Did you watch the title fight on Saturday?
Yes.
Смотрел за тобой.
Yeah, watch.
What did you think of the fight and ultimately how Merab looked?
It was good fight, and Merab doing what he do it every time. He did press. He's tried more times do takedowns.
So you think it was like same old Merab?
So,
Ну,
работа, брат.
ты думаешь, что это был такой же Мираб, старый Мираб, как обычно?
Нет, почему? Видно, что у него с каждым разом на каждого соперника есть определенный свой геймплан. И, ну, обычно он делает то, что делает всегда, да, это его один из стилей, которым он работает постоянно. Чего-то нового прям, ну, я не увидел.
No, you can say he have a different game plan for each opponent that he tried to use, but obviously his strength is to put the pressure, use the takedown, make his opponent tired. So this is what he did in this fight too.
Did you think that he was going to win? Were you picking him to win going into the fight?
Считал ли ты, что он победит?
Ну, в
Думаю.
большей степени, да, я давал предпочтение Мирабу, да.
Yeah, I was favoring Mirab before the fight.
Did anything about what Merab did or what Corey did surprise you?
Что-то тебя удивило? То, что сделал Мираб или Кори?
Ну, в целом, я говорю, Мираб делает от боя к бою, в принципе, похожую картину боя у него всегда. Кори мало работал, конечно, я ждал от него чуть больше активности, больше работы. Вот.
Yeah, overall, Mirab did what I expected him to do, what he did in his previous fights too. And I was expecting actually Corey to work more, to be more active,
There was maybe one thing that was a little bit surprising. Merab not known for his knockout power, and it looked like he almost was going to knock him out in the second round. He hasn't had a knockout on the feet in the UFC, hasn't had one since 2017. That had to have been a little bit surprising, right?
Мираб неизвестен своей нокаутирующей мощью, но в этот раз у него почти получилось нокаутировать Кори, хотя он не делал этого с 2017 года. Наверное, это должно было тебя удивить.
Ну нет, я считаю, что нокаут — это когда точное, размеренное попадание, точно выцеленное. Ну, тут Мираб попал корявым ударом, также начал добивать, там, 300 ударов выбросил и так и не смог добить. Ну, до нокаутов далеко еще ему.
No, I think it's too far from the knockout. To be able to knock someone out, you have to be able to land very accurate, and then finish properly. But this time it wasn't really accurate shot, and then the ground and pound also wasn't like too much effective.
Okay. He said afterwards that he would like to fight again this year, that he wants to break the record for most title defenses in a calendar year. He now has 3. 8 other fighters have done it 3 times. He wants to get a 4th, and the last chance would be in December 7th, UFC. I think that would be 323. What do you think of that statement on his part? Do you believe that he wants to come back in 2 months?
Также Мираб заявил, что он хочет подраться уже в декабре, провести 4-ю защиту титула в этом году, то есть пойти, так сказать, на рекорд. Веришь ли ты его заявлениям, что он будет готов выступить в декабре?
Ну, я думаю, что все возможно, если у него нету травм, и он сам об этом говорит, значит, он сам этого хочет. Плюс, также, если это входит в планы UFC, в планы матчмейкинга, то почему нет? Я думаю, что все возможно.
Yeah, I think it's possible if he doesn't have any injuries and he's one being pushing for it. And if it's line up with UFC plans, it's possible. I believe it's possible.
So that event, UFC 323, is December 6th, so exactly 2 months from yesterday. Would that be in line with what you're hoping for as well? Would you be okay to fight in 2 months?
Получается, это будет турнир UFC 323 ровно через 2 месяца. Соответствует это с твоими планами? Сходится ли? Будешь ли ты готов через 2 месяца?
Да, конечно, я жду этого, я жду подтверждение от UFC, и я уверен, это будет крутой поединок, у которого есть история, у которого также есть предыстория, что в прошлом моем поединке я был готов на 50%, и я уверен, наш следующий поединок, он будет совсем другим.
Yes, of course. I've been waiting for this chance, and I'm ready to fight in December. And I believe it's going to be a great fight that have a history. You know, last time I was compromised. I was only on 50%. So this time it will be something different. You know, it will be a great and exciting fight.
So when you guys fought 2 years ago, that's what you're referring to. Just to refresh people's memory, you say you were at 50%. Was it your knee that was bothering you?
Что тебя беспокоило в предыдущем поединке?
Ну, если вы обратите внимание на статистику элементарно, это факты. За 5 раундов нашего поединка я ударил 3 или 4 раза правой сильнейшей рукой. Вот, подумайте сами, что этой рукой я не мог ни защищать, ни отталкивать, ни бороться, ни бить.
If you just look at the stats of our previous fight, you can see that I only used my right hand maybe like 3-4 times. And I couldn't punch with my right hand. I couldn't use it, you know, to defend the wrestling. So it's just facts, you know. And if you compare it to my different fights, it's the hand I use the most.
Why ultimately did you agree to take the fight? And do you regret it?
Почему все-таки ты тогда решил выйти на бой и жалеешь ли ты об этом?
Я не отказывался ни от одного своего поединка. Много поединков было, которые я проводил с травмами. Вот. Если сказать, что не жалею, возможно, это будет как-то, да, не так. Но я хочу взять реванш, и я нацелен на победу.
You know, I never really turned down any fights. You know, I many times competed injured. I cannot say that I don't regret it, but now at least I have an opportunity to change it, to have opportunity to win the rematch.
Like when you see what Alex did to Magomed on Saturday, does that inspire you that, you know, just because a fight looked one way the first time around, it can look completely different the second time around?
Глядя на бой Алекса Перейра с Магомедом Анкалаевым, это как-то тебя вдохновляет, учитывая, что первый поединок выглядел совсем по-другому, в этот раз исход совсем был другой, в отличие от первого поединка.
Но в этом поединке Магомед и Перейра 2 не то, что меня вдохновляет, просто это имеет место быть, да, можно попасть, можно нокаутировать, можно сделать сабмишн, и исход такой, всякое бывает в этих, так сказать, нашем спорте. Поэтому, но не то, что меня это мотивирует, я просто осознанно понимаю, что можно победить любого соперника при правильном подходе.
I can't say that it inspires me. It's just another reminder that MMA, in our sport, anything can happen, you know. You can knock someone out, you can submit. And I believe that our second fight with Merab will go differently, that I can beat him.
In a way, I wonder if you view the fact that you were injured in the first fight as a blessing, because perhaps he thinks that that's who you are as a fighter, and he'll be preparing for that guy as opposed to the healthy version of you, who's a completely more dynamic and different fighter. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you view it that way as well? Or do you think he's smarter than that?
Можно ли назвать тогда как-то первый поединок благословением для тебя? Потому что Мераб будет думать, что готовится к той же версии тебя, с которой он дрался в первом поединке. Либо ты считаешь, что он будет умнее и будет понимать, что в этот раз ты будешь совсем другим бойцом.
Но я думаю, что всегда в реванше ты думаешь, что надо готовиться более усердно, так как ты уже плюс-минус знаешь соперника, и, возможно, он будет думать что-то другое. Но я уверен, что Мераб это тоже понимает, что я для него очень опасный соперник.
You know, usually you train very hard for rematch, you know, because you know what to expect. But I believe, you know, Merab knows better, you know, he knows that I'm the dangerous opponent for him, and he will prepare well.
How do you feel about Merab? How would you describe the relationship that you have with him?
Какое у тебя отношение к Мирабу? Как бы ты описал, то есть, ваши отношения с ним?
Ну, у нас нету никаких, так сказать, отношений. У меня с ним отношения спортивно-боевые. Вот. Я желаю завоевать титул, который сейчас у него. Поэтому на Мираме большая мишень сейчас.
I cannot say that I have any relationship with him except that it's so-called sport fight relationship. I just want to take his title away, and there is a big target on him right now.
I'm just curious. We saw some footage of him on Saturday night after his fight celebrating. When you see him at the club celebrating the way in which he did after the fight with the shirt off and everything like that, we have the footage here in case you missed it. How do you react to this? What do you think of this?
Как бы ты оценил то, как он празднует свою победу в титуле здесь на сцене?
Ну, я считаю, что...
раздевается.
Блин, ну он заслужил этого. Он долго трудился, одержал победу. Для спортсмена победа, когда тебе поднимают руку, это, наверное, одни из самых наиприятнейших чувств, ощущений. Поэтому все правильно он делает. Нужно наслаждаться моментом, правильно подготавливаться, правильно отдыхать. Блин, это все энергия, она придает также тебе сил.
You know, I think he deserved it. You know, he worked hard for this moment to be in this position. And, you know, you got to enjoy the moment. And it's also the energy that can boost you and push you forward too.
I love that. That's a great response. Does that come from a place that perhaps when you were champion the first time, did you maybe not, like, I don't know, did you not appreciate it? Did you not enjoy it as much? And the second time, if you become champion, you'll view being champion and the experience differently?
Говоришь ли ты это, исходя из своего опыта? Может быть, когда ты первый раз был чемпионом, ты не настолько получил от этого удовольствия, и сейчас второй раз у тебя будет уже какой-то другой подход?
Ну, все возможно, да. Возможно, что сейчас более осознанный возраст, более осознанное такое отношение. И я считаю, что нужно наслаждаться тем, что ты делаешь. Если ты любишь то, что ты делаешь, у тебя это будет и получаться, и тебе будет приносить гораздо больше и положительных эмоций, и вообще отношения к твоему делу.
Yes, there's some truth to that, you know. Now I'm more in a more mindful age, you know, and I believe if you love something that you do, you know, you will achieve something in it. You will have a good result in it. So you just have to love and enjoy what you're doing.
Is that part of your motivation? Obviously, you want to beat Merab, you want to be viewed as the best in the world, but do you want to have another opportunity to do things differently as champion this time around?
Является ли это частью твоей мотивации? Конечно, ты хочешь победить Мираба, доказать, что ты лучший в мире, но является ли также это частью твоей мотивации сделать в этот раз что-то по-другому в качестве чемпиона?
Да, конечно. Я хочу победить. Я хочу также драться, защищать свой пояс. Ну, я не был бы сегодня здесь, если бы я не любил это дело и не хотел это делать.
Yes, of course, I want to win. I want to win the belt. I want to defend the belt. And I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't love what I'm doing.
So right now, do you think it's likely that your fight will be on December 6th against him? Is that what you're feeling? Is that your hunch?
Как ты считаешь, какое у тебя предчувствие? Будешь ли ты драться 6 декабря за титул?
Я этого хочу, надеюсь, что это произойдет, ведь об этом уже идут разговоры. Сейчас слово за UFC.
Yeah, I want it. I hope that happens. And right now it's up to UFC.
It would be quite the story. December 6th is just a few days removed from the 11-year anniversary of your MMA debut. Siberian League Baikal Cup 2014 in Irkutsk. Do you know this fight? Do you remember your debut?
Yeah, I remember this.
Who did you beat?
Бой, если пройдет в декабре, это будет практически 11 лет с момента твоего дебюта в Иркутске. Можешь рассказать об этом бое?
Да, это был такой спонтанный для меня поединок. Вот. Интересное время, как сейчас помню этот бой. Я больше все-таки занимался боксом в то время. Ну, отлично получилось одержать победу. Был достаточно такой нестандартный соперник. И крутое время. Я считаю, что я его правильно использовал и правильно трудился все эти годы.
Yeah, it was good times, you know. It was kind of spontaneous fight. At the time, I was still a kind of a more of a boxer, and I had some unorthodox opponent, but I was lucky to win, and I believe I used my time well, you know, taking these opportunities, working hard, and going for my dream.
Yeah, you won via knockout in the third round, 45 seconds in. Do you remember the name of your opponent that night?
Помнишь имя своего соперника?
Нет, не помню имя соперника, честно. Вот. Ну,
No, to be
помню.
honest, I don't remember.
Murad
But I
Bakiev?
remember the fight, yeah.
Yes. Murad Bakiev, yes.
Do you remember? I always like to ask some fighters who are now established, like, do you remember if you even got paid for the fight? Some say no, some say $100. Do you remember if you even got anything for it?
Помнишь ли тебе вообще заплатили за этот бой или нет?
Да, мне за этот поединок заплатили 20 тысяч рублей. Это, ну, $200 сегодня. Вот.
Yeah,
Крутое было время.
Yeah, at the time I got paid like 20,000 rubles. I think it's around like $200.
Okay.
It was a great time.
That was a big deal for you, right?
Это много для тебя значило тогда?
Да, конечно, я такой тоже амбициозный по-своему парень. Я думаю, что в тот момент, если бы у меня не получилось в смешанных единоборствах, тот поединок, я думаю, что много показал мне, и я начал продолжать тренироваться дальше.
Yes, you know, I'm an ambitious guy, and this fight meant a lot, you know. If I, like, because I won that fight, you know, I continued to train in MMA and evolve in the sport, you know, that's why it means a lot.
If you would have lost that fight, you think you wouldn't have continued?
Считаешь, если ты проиграл тот бой, ты бы не продолжил?
Всякое может быть. Может быть, на тот момент я бы подумал, что это не моя история, там, и так далее. Вот. Но я счастлив, что как все сложилось с того момента, что я продолжил заниматься именно этими боевыми искусствами.
You know, you never know. Anything is possible. Maybe I could have decided that it's not for me, but I'm happy is the way things turned out.
Ариэль, просто оттуда, откуда я родом, чтобы попасть в UFC, наверное, это может сделать один из там, миллиона бойцов, кто занимается спортом. И для меня это было просто недосягаемой даже мыслью, что парень из деревни, там, не знаю, с таких далеких мест может попасть в организацию мира, первую организацию мира. Это было, конечно, даже немыслимо в тот момент.
Ariel, you know, from where I'm from a guy like me to get to UFC, it was something unthinkable. It's like a 1 in a million chance. 1 in a million of athletes could get, who can get reached to the stage, especially from some small village far away in Russia. So for me, I couldn't even think about that it's possible. So for me to reach that heights, you know, it's something great.
I was just going to ask you that. The name of the village, is it Dudinka?
Название деревни Дудинка.
Нет.
Where is it? What's the name of the village?
Какое
Ну,
название?
это не имеет, да, значения, ну, название. Ну, это просто было, я говорю, брат,
It
ты
doesn't
же
matter.
знаешь, что... Да.
It doesn't
Ты же
matter?
знаешь, что реально оттуда, с тех мест, ну, попасть реально в высшую лигу мира, это очень непросто. И я благодарен, говорю, судьбе за то, что и люди поверили, и я трудился в полную отдачу, и то, что получилось это сделать. Вот.
Yeah, you know, just trust me. From where I'm from, it's very hard to reach those heights. I'm just
I trust you.
happy and lucky that I believed in myself, work hard, and also people around me believed in myself and helped me to reach it.
Did you believe, like, if I would have talked to that kid in 2014, would you have believed that you'd make it to the UFC and be a champion and be as great as you've become?
Если в 2014 году он бы тебе сказал, что ты попадешь в UFC и достигнешь таких высот, ты бы поверил бы?
Маловероятно, маловероятно.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
When did you start to believe?
Но это круто. Вот это один из тех примеров, когда огромная цель и по ней сложно промазать. Вот. Большой пример для многих ребят, которые сомневаются. Я считаю, что нужно мечтать по-крупному, действовать, и все в этой жизни возможно, и все у вас получится.
You know, it's kind of when you have like a really big target, such a big target that it's hard to miss, you know, and it's just a reminder for everyone else to dream big, work hard, and you be able to achieve it, you know.
I love that. Could I just ask, when did you start to actually believe that it would work out the way in which it did? Do you remember how far into your journey?
Когда ты начал реально верить, что у тебя получится?
Я долго, 2 года, 3 года дрался в российской организации ACB. В то время это была одна из сильнейших организаций у нас в России, я так считаю, думаю, что даже в Европе. Вот. И когда я начал там выступать, начал выигрывать, завоевал титул там, конечно же, я все больше и больше верил, что я заслуживаю драться, так сказать, в мировой лиге высшей, где я смогу показать себя.
You know, at the time I was fighting in ACB, and it was the best promotion in Russia at the time, and in my opinion, was the best in Europe. So when I was competing there, winning there, I started to believe that I could compete even on a higher level.
Let me ask you one last question. Yes?
И я не ошибся, когда
I wasn't wrong.
мы подписались в UFC в 2018 году. Я за год провел 5 поединков, и все 5 одержал победы.
Yeah, and when I signed to UFC in 2018, I had 5 fights in one calendar year, and I won all of them.
Yes, I remember. Can I just ask, have you watched Patchy Mix? He talked a lot about being the best bantamweight, and he's come to the UFC and now lost twice. I was just wondering what you thought of what you've seen from him, if you've seen his fights in the UFC.
Смотрел ли ты бой Патчи Микса? Он очень много говорил о том, что будет топом, когда придет в UFC. Он на данный момент проиграл 2 боя в UFC.
Нет,
Выше,
я не
чем
смотрел.
Bellator.
Это выше, чем Bellator, да? Но, как вы видите, иногда слова расходятся с делами. Вот, у некоторых спортсменов.
Yeah, I didn't see his fights, you know, but as you see, some athletes, you know, their words doesn't match their actions.
Did you get invited to Aljo's wedding?
Тебя на свадьбу Стерлинга пригласили?
Да, вроде Алджамейн говорил, а когда свадьба у него? Можете напомнить?
Yeah, Aljamain was talking about. Can you remind me when is it?
He got married on Sunday in Las Vegas. He invited me. I couldn't make it. I know you couldn't make it either because you're in Russia, but I was just wondering if he invited you because you guys are closer now. It seemed like
Это
better friends.
воскресенье прошла его свадьба в Лас-Вегасе.
Блин, я не видел, брат. У меня просто сейчас вопрос, занимаемся с визой моей. Визы не было прилететь к Алджамейну на свадьбу.
Yeah. I'm still working on my American visa right now. I didn't have visa to attend his wedding.
Okay. I understand. All right. Final thing. How do you win? December 6th, if you fight Merab, how do you win? Give us the feeling. What's the prediction? What's the prophecy?
Какой прогноз, какое предсказание 6 декабря, как ты победишь Мераба?
Ариэль, я хочу показать зрителям, болельщикам смешанных единоборств красивый, жесткий поединок, в принципе, который я всегда стремлюсь показать. Вот, и я уверен, что это будет очень мощный поединок, который всем понравится.
Ariel, you know, I want to show all MMA fans a great and tough fight, as I always trying to do, and I believe it's going to be a really exciting one.
Can't wait for it. Thank you, Pyotr. Appreciate it very much. Spasiba. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Sayed, as always. Thank you so much, guys. There he is, Pyotr Yan, the pride of Russia, joining us. Perhaps he'll be fighting. I said it was 2 months from today. It's actually 2 months from yesterday. December 6th, final UFC pay-per-view of 2025, final UFC pay-per-view of the ESPN era. I would love to see it. He's the one that makes sense. It's got to be him. Speaking of fighting in title fights injured. Obviously, that fight against Merab wasn't a title fight, but he said he fought at 50%. Got me thinking about Magomed Ankalaev. Some footage has surfaced of Ankalaev getting some treatment before the Alex Pereira fight. Apparently, he had a badly injured rib, and this has come out. And so, yeah, I would imagine those shots to the body were very painful, extremely painful. I had heard from people after the Pereira fight against Ankalaev, the first one, that he was super sick. He took the fight and he had the luxury of getting the rematch. I don't know if Ankalaev is going to get an immediate rematch, a trilogy here, but that sucks. And certainly not the only fighter to have ever fought with an injury, but obviously a lot at stake, a lot to lose. And not for a second did I doubt this came out afterwards. And I don't think fighters make this stuff up, but we also know that fighters are extremely tough and sometimes too tough for their own good. His manager said afterwards he didn't want him to fight, but it was a big fight. You're trying to get in the good graces of the UFC. You're trying to deliver. You're trying to step up to the plate, defend the title for the first time. You're the main event. And unfortunately, sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't. So our best to him, and hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. I presume his next fight will be a big one. I just don't think it will be for a belt, or at least against Pereira, especially if he moves up. But if he moves up, then it's going to be Elberg versus Prochazka. All right, big winner from Saturday on the pay-per-view card. To open the pay-per-view card was Joe Pyfer. Massive win for him. Very impressive win against Abus Magomedov. He's kind enough to join us. Body bags himself. Always great to talk to him. There he is. Hello, Joe. How are you?
What's up? How you doing, Ariel? I'm on here again, bro. I'm good.
Always. You're looking good. I like this. A crystal clear setup here. What is it? Is this like your streaming gaming room or something?
Yeah. So this is my gamer room. I would show you. It's a freaking mess.
Okay.
But yeah, this is my gamer room where I play Call of Duty. I got big ass screens and stuff. I moved into a house, a new place. I got out of a condo. Finally got into a nice home. Like a month and a half.
Oh wow. First house?
Very happy, man. Yeah, fresh house, new.
That's amazing. Was that a big deal for you? Is that something that was on the list of things you wanted to accomplish?
Yeah, bro. Like, I've never had like a super nice home other than my wrestling coaches that I lived in. And I was living in a condo life, grinding it out for a little bit. So, I had the financial stability to, get a better place. And I love it, man. So I'm very, very, very happy in my life right now. And, yeah, it continues to get better, through the hard work that I'm doing, and I'm just grateful, man. I'm very happy.
3 wins in a row. You're active. You appear to be healthy. Does it feel like it's all coming together for you? We've talked a lot about your upbringing and everything you've had to overcome. Does it feel like life is starting to come together for you?
I think it's always been coming together, Ariel. I think, the goods, the bads, through my bad attitudes, for my good attitudes. I think this is all part of my story. This is all part of me. This is all part of Joe Pyfer. And, I think it's always been good. It's just, I've been consistent and fighting through injuries and fighting through back surgery and elbows and all these things. And I even have to get another little surgery right after this fight. It's a cleanup, so it's not that long of a recovery, maybe like 8 weeks. But yeah, man, I think it's always been good. It's just now I'm starting to get a little bit of a reward from it. And I think the reward is just the satisfaction of, like you said, being healthier than I've been and coming into my stride and just maturing as a fighter and as a person, man. So I'm always going to have that immaturity to me. I think that's the fun side of me. And but yeah, man, I'm grateful.
That cleanup, is that the elbow as well?
Yeah, it's my left elbow. It's not my bad elbow, the bad elbow that I broke. But I've had surgery on both of them. This will be my 4th surgery.
Damn.
It's just I from punching, man, I just keep shattering like little pieces of bone. And the best way to explain it is that my bone density can't handle the impact as much as we do it. And I think that's kind of across the board for all fighters. And but unfortunately with me, my bones can't take the power, I guess. I'm not sure.
Did that bother you in the build up to the fight?
Oh yeah. Like if my hand got pushed into me, my whole hand would go numb and my arm would drop. And it was definitely a struggle, man. And like even the fight, like on an extension, my left elbow is just so sore and tender because the bone fragments are right on the nerve. So every time I extend, I'm like kind of digging the bone into the nerve. So it's definitely uncomfortable.
So you said in the post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, you said essentially like you felt off, like you felt like your body wasn't there, or maybe your mind wasn't there, but you just felt like a little bit lethargic. Was this part of the reason why?
No, not at all. I think it was my rehydration, man. I'm a big dude and I cut a lot of weight for this division. And I hydrated well, but I think it was I don't know if it was too many carbs. I don't know if I was following the UFC, like nutritionist. I work with my guy Glenn over there a lot. Don't get me wrong. I felt good. Like I felt so prepared mentally and I felt so prepared physically going into the fight. It's just, sometimes you don't hydrate the best and it is what it is. It's hard, when you're not able to have any aids. Like, it's not like we can IV. It's not like we can do anything to really help. You have to consume a lot of food. And I think it just made me tired, man. I maybe had like a sugar spike. I don't know. Because in the back, I was just like ready to sleep. I felt like my body, like no music got me excited. I couldn't like slap myself and get in the game type thing. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, it happened against Abdul Hassan.
Okay.
But like this fight, I was super nervous. Hassan, I was super nervous, but that's never what stops me. You know what I mean? That's normal. I care about the sport. I care about winning, and I think that's just a natural thing. It happens sometimes.
You get nervous? You don't strike me as the type to get nervous.
I'm always nervous because I care. Like I said, I care about it, but I don't like, bro. I can handle pressure. I handle the spotlight very well. Like, I don't care who's there. I love the crowd. I don't really care for what they think or feel, or anything like that. Like, I don't care for all the lights and all the extra stuff. It's just, I care about that one person that's in front of me. So yeah, but absolutely, I get nervous. I'm human.
By the way, one surprise for me was, we've talked about the hair and everything. Why'd you shave your head? You went through all of that to shave your head?
Well, I had the option to grow the hair. That was the whole point of it, right? It was free, and they hooked me up and everything. But I always liked being bald, man. Like, I didn't get hair because I was insecure about it. I got it because it was free, and
yeah,
if I want to grow hair and have a nice hairline, I can have it. Yeah, it was just, I don't like having hair, man. It's easier to just shave the head and go, balls to the wall type deal, and not have to worry about my hair and things like that. So.
I definitely get it.
The best hair care routine.
I get it. Dana White told a funny story at the post-fight press conference of him, McMaynard, Sean Shelby kind of texting with each other like, what the hell's going on with all this wrestling? And then you ended up getting the submission in the second round, and then they were joking about like whether or not you were reading their text. Obviously not, but maybe speaks to what a lot of people were thinking at that time. Why would you do that considering how great you are as a striker? Why did you decide to grapple so much with him?
So my coach told me, like John Marquez told me right before. First of all, I have really good wrestling. I don't want to say really good, but I have good wrestling. And I'm not a Khamzat Chimaev, but my style works for me. And I'm a strong dude. And we knew he would slow down at some point. So the game plan wasn't to wrestle that heavy, but it was like, hey, if you feel uncomfortable, which I felt uncomfortable with the kicks early. Then we're going to tie him up and we're going to make him work. And it is what it is. He did a very good job of hooking my leg that I didn't even know he had hooked. I didn't even feel it. And, he elevated his hips and got a good switch. And that's what kind of put me in a bad position in the first round for the first couple minutes. But I was never, in fear of getting submitted. And, I have good jiu-jitsu, man. So I'm a black belt, and I think it's just underrated because I don't use it. I prefer to knock somebody out. I prefer to swing and bang. It's just my demeanor. I like to cause damage. And even, I got the submission. I would have knocked him out had he not, fallen, and then, it is what it is. But, he's such a dangerous guy and a good opponent that I wasn't willing to let him up like I did Kelvin and let him off the hook. Like, I think I could have done that to Kelvin too if I went to the ground, but I really wanted to be the first guy to knock out Kelvin. So that was a different game plan for that. But, make him work, man, make him tired, and then start getting him to go on his back foot. That was the plan.
Is that what Dana said to you when you left the cage?
No. So, little backstory. I was supposed to fight. I got offered a boost before I fought Kelvin, and I said no because he was behind me in the rankings, and I want to go forward. You know what I mean? I was out for a while. I had the back surgery and everything like that, but I was like, look, man, I was like, that's a good fight for me to get any closer to the top 15. He was 2-2 at the time, so I fought Kelvin, and so basically, Mick was mad at me, and for good reason. He was like, "Dude, you don't want to take the fight, and I'm offering you a fight. Like, if you don't take it, then you'll just kind of have to wait." And so I was like, "Okay, then I'll wait. Like, I just don't like the matchup coming off back surgery, and that's fine. It is what it is." So if it was somebody that was in the rankings, I would have said yes, but I just couldn't. In my brain, like, this is still a business, right? My brain is like, why would I fight a guy who's 28-6, 27-6, whatever he was at the time, and he's behind me and he's 2-2? It's a big risk to lose my spot trying to get closer to the rankings and whatever. So that was my thought process. I fight Kelvin. Abus fights Michel Pereira for a ranking spot, beats him. I beat Kelvin. I'm not ranked. He's ranked. He's 3-2. I'm 4-1 or 5-1. So I was kind of like, all right, well, now let's run it. Now it makes sense, and he's got a ranking, and I'm going to take it from him. And I also didn't like the narrative of it. Kind of came off as like I was afraid to fight him. So I hit up my manager right after I beat Kelvin, and I was like, all right, now me and Abus can run it. And that's what happened. So after I won, I was screaming at Mick that he was wrong, and I'm not scared of shit, and blah, 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 blah. And that was it. I said it in like a told you so type of way. It definitely could have came out the wrong way.
Okay, so he was clearing that up. That's why he came up to you.
He was just saying, yeah. Dana had no idea that that's how I felt about it.
Okay.
And he thought I literally he was like, did you like? I thought you were reading our text, but then Mick told him the deal and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I was kind of butthurt towards Mick because I don't like people thinking that I'm, fucking scared of anybody.
Of course,
I'm not.
Have you cleared that up with Mick?
Oh yeah, he called my manager multiple times. Like my manager told him, what my position was on it and why, I said what I said, and I was never really that mad about it. It's just, obviously it bothered me a little bit because again, I'm not afraid of anybody, and if it makes sense, I'll fight anybody.
I saw you say afterwards that Paulo Costa is a dream fight for you, but maybe a Vettori or Cannonier next. Why not Costa next? You're on a roll. He's back on track. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. You don't think they'll go in that direction?
So it's not that I don't think they'll go in that direction. I'm not willing to take that fight because I think Paulo Costa's so inactive. And he's got a lot going on where it seems like he's in a fight, and then he's only fought like once in the last 2 years or, twice in the last 2 years or whatever it has been. So I don't really think it does much for me. But I think, fighting a guy like Marvin Vettori, Jared Cannonier, Roman Dolidze, these guys are active. These guys are hungry. These guys are fighting. I think that makes a lot of sense for me. And those are fights that I'm motivated for. I think after I would beat one of those, then a Paulo Costa would kind of make sense.
Okay. Do you feel like you're starting to get closer to where you need to be? Like, how far away do you think you are from those top dogs at 185?
I think one more finish, honestly, if anybody in the top 15 gives me the opportunity to fight anybody in the top 10. But I think I need to beat somebody in, the 10 to 15 range, the 11 to 15 range. Because now I'm in the rankings, but I have to beat somebody in the rankings. So I think I need to finish somebody in the top 5, like the back 5 of the 10 through 15 range.
Yeah.
If I can get a finish there, then that sets me up for a big fight.
We're seeing Merab dominate at 135, some other champions. Do you think, Khamzat just won the belt, but do you think we're going to see him dominate for a while here?
Yeah, man. I think he, I think Imavov is probably the best striker in the division, as far as speed, power, and things like that. He's a very complete guy. And he's gotten so much better since he was in the UFC. He went from a close fight with Fall Halls to, beating a guy like Kyle Berhalio and Brendan Allen and all these other guys where he's like, confident in himself and his skill set. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I do think that Khamzat wins it, though. I think he's just so relentless with the pressure of the wrestling. I don't know, when the last time, besides Brendan Allen, who didn't have the best showing against Imavov, I don't know how good Nasruddin is with the grappling at this stage in his career. So I would have to lean towards, Khamzat, especially being as though he was able to put that pressure on DDP, who's a very good guy for all 5 rounds. So, yeah, I think he's going to be a champion for a little while.
You think DDP could get back there and win the belt, or is that just an awful matchup for him?
I think it's a bad matchup for him, man. I thought DDP had a chance if he was able to get outside of the third round, and Hamza is just relentless. So I don't think that he's going to have the recipe to beat Hamza. He'd have to catch him and knock him out, which he obviously has the ability to do, but I don't think it'll happen.
Did you happen to see the shot after you won? You're celebrating, and then they go to the crowd, and there's a dude in there holding a newborn baby with some sort of headphones on.
That's a real fan right there, man. That's a guy's committed to the game.
That is insane. That kid's got to be like 3 months old.
Yeah. Baby looked young. That was pretty funny though. I love it though. It shows how passionate people are about the sport and how much they love it. So the fact that I wouldn't bring my kid there, but props to him.
You said on Fight Week you stayed off social media. Is that the first time you've done that leading up to a fight?
No, I did it the last one too for Kelvin, and I just feel it. I'm an emotional dude who, I guess reacts to a lot of shit that he shouldn't. And I've done a really good job lately. The last 2 fights of just not, giving a fuck what people have to say and disassociating and detaching from social media. And I realized a lot of my anxiety, man, a lot of pressure comes from social media, and it's all fake, man. So I try not to. I didn't look at who thought I was going to win, who thought I was going to lose. I do enjoy doing it after the fact, but I stay off during the whole week, man. I just need to be with my team and concentrate on the game plan. I was so focused. I was so mentally sharp. The shakeout felt fucking amazing. So I knew, even though my body didn't feel right, after he slammed my shit with that back trip, I was like, all right, I got to wake the fuck up.
So do you go right after and say, okay, let me see who was picking against me? Like, how quickly do you go back on?
So my media guy, one of my close friends from like high school, Chandler Henry, that did the sorry, my computer's shutting off.
No problem.
That does all my like documentary and like like highlight videos and stuff. He goes through and like gets all that stuff. But I would say relatively fast. I like going and saying what people got to say.
For sure.
So I think it's funny. I relish in the fact that like when people are like, man, I fucking hate this guy, Joe Pyfer, and blah, blah, blah. Like it actually makes me laugh because I'm just a guy doing what, I want to do, which is fighting in the UFC. And, I'm fighting the best guys in the world. Like, so the reason people are more upset than me is kind of funny.
Okay. So you are still, it seems, known as Body Bags. Are we going body cam off, or were you just joking with that one?
Nah, I'm just joking with that one. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I apparently like this is why I liked not being on social media. Apparently, I must have upset some people. I don't know how extensively. Like I didn't get to see any of that yet, but I guess they were trying to spin it as like a racial thing or fucking just like a not funny joke. But I'm like, dude, it's funny. Like the way I see it, the way I interpret body cam off is like I'm going to kill a motherfucker in there, and that's what I said I was going to do. So. That's how I interpret it. I don't interpret it as like police brutality. I understand the joke behind it for the sensitive people out there, but don't make it more than what it is. It pertains to fighting only and my opponents only.
So would you change it?
Shit, man, if it became big enough, hell yeah. But I'm if it was like a superstar type thing, but I'm definitely not that level. And so I'm gonna stick with the body bags, man. I think the Joe Body Bags Pyfer is fitting. I go out there and I try to body motherfuckers, and I throw caution to the wind, and I just go out there and I bang and I do what I've always done. So, and thanks to my team, we really didn't take any damage. I got to get some things checked out. Like I said, I got to do that little elbow surgery, and I also want to check the top of my right foot, make sure I didn't fracture it. So, hopefully time frame wise, I'm back in there January, February, New Year.
Okay. I was just going to ask, January, February, that seems a little soon, no? With a little procedure there on the elbow and then maybe the foot. That's quick, no? That's in 3 months.
Yeah, we'll see how the surgery goes, and we'll see how my recovery goes. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm hitting my stride, right? The last thing I would want to do is, I just got off the phone with my coach John Marquez, and what motivated me a lot was seeing Jack Hermansson get knocked out. Like I was really upset by that because I know he's very good. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, you lost to him, blah, blah, blah. But, I have a lot of respect for Jack, and I thought he was very good. I knew I could do that to Jack like Gregory did. And it just made me disappointed in myself. Like, man, I missed that opportunity. But I needed to lose that. I needed to go through that. And like my point is that I've been training so consistent as a lifestyle now where I'm not taking off too much time. I'm also not training balls to the wall all the time, but I'm really like maturing with my schedule and, you know, how to improve as a fighter. So I want to keep that momentum going. And, you know, the fights only get harder, right? I'm fighting the top 15 in the world. So, you know, now there is no excuse. What's up, big guy?
Who's that?
The first time my dog, I'm on an interview. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Come here.
Holy
Come here.
smokes. This guy's excited.
Come here. Come here.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy.
Ariel. Hi. Oh, you're all nice.
That is amazing.
He's a Presta Canario, bro. He's massive.
Wow. So is he just seeing you for the first time?
Yeah, it's the first time he's seen me.
Oh my God. That's amazing. That's how he greets you?
Bro, he's so excited, bro. That's honestly, I've never loved anything more in my life. That dog is my heart, bro.
It's the best.
The best thing I've ever bought. Yeah, he's a big ass Presta Canary. He's like 145 pounds. But yeah, that's my baby. Baby Crix's boy.
That's I never was a dog guy, and then we got a dog, and now I completely understand. Like I come home, no one says a word to me. My kids, my wife, the dog is acting like I haven't seen her in 10 years. Like she couldn't be more. It's the greatest feeling.
Yeah, man. Well, especially this dog too. He's a protection dog. You know, I've had him professionally trained and everything like that. So he's a killer in one sense, and he's a sweetheart in another. And I always used to hate when people talked about their animals. Like I was like, man, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your dog. But now I'm that hypocrite where I'm like, man, my dog is my baby. I love him. I love him so much.
I really do feel like it's all coming together for you, Joe. You've got a great thing. You got a house. You got the winning streak. You got the dog. When you were here, we met I think your girlfriend, your wife, your partner, right? It seems like everything's coming together for you, Joe. Like it's a beautiful thing. Given what you showed us, where you came from and what you've overcome, it's nice to see it all come together for you here.
Yeah, man. You know, I think it's the people I'm surrounded by, right? You know, they've all helped me stay accountable and responsible. And my coach just grinded my ass so much about being in the gym, and you know, even if I'm not training, just being in the gym and loving this, because if you don't, you know, you don't love it and you're doing this is how you get hurt, and this is how you get disappointed, and we only have so much time to make the memories, man. And I think that's what's helping me perform, is that I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the memories, and you know, still while, you know, being myself and, you know, not being a fake character and saying some off the wall shit sometimes and having a good time while doing it. So it is coming together. It's always been coming together. It's just, you know, I'm getting older, and you know, I want to try to make I'm trying to make the best run that I can. So if I fall short, fuck it. But at least I took that chance. You know what I mean? That's one thing I'll never grow old and regret is, you know, hey, shit, man, I felt so nervous and so scared I didn't take that opportunity and I missed it. Fuck that. I'm going to bite down, and I'm going to bet on me every time.
By the way, when are we going to see your boy Sean back? What's going on?
I don't know if anything's released, so I'm not going to put his business out there. But my man's about to get active, and help him for it. You know, I want to get this procedure done and help him as much as I can. And you know, Sean's a dog, man. So, and I'm excited for all the guys on my team too, man. You know, we got a lot of up and coming guys, man. Our team's been hot. We've been out here cooking and you know, getting some good wins. But yeah, Sean will be back very, very soon, sooner than you think. I think.
Okay.
I just don't know if it's released yet.
All right. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I know you flew in this morning, so I appreciate you doing this very much. Welcome back. Congrats on the win, and congrats on everything, and looking forward to the next one. Thank you, Joe.
Let's go, baby. All them motherfuckers that said I wouldn't be here. What's up?
Love it. Thank you, Joe. All the best to you. There he is, Joe Pyfer. A little Diaz in him in that final sign off there. That dog is gigantic. Well done, Joe Pyfer. And sooner than we think, Sean Brady. I mean, Sean Brady's got to be on a pay-per-view, right? Do you put Sean Brady on the Islam JDM card? There's no...
He is a tri-state area guy.
Also, you need a backup, right? Just in case?
Hold on, actually, Philly, no.
Feels too soon, no?
No? Well, tri-state area, Philly.
Close enough.
Close enough. Well, I guess you have Praches and Leon. Too soon, you think?
Yeah, I think they already have the entire main card announced, too.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, it's like 5 weeks away now.
Well, you got JDM Islam, That's 1. Valentina, 2. Leon Carlos, 3. Benil Benoit, probably. But then, I mean,
Blanchfield Cortez.
you think on the main card?
It says on Tapology, it's got the
Oh, really?
certification. Yeah.
I mean,
There's also Bo Nickel Vieira is main card worthy, although I think Bo might have said his next one wasn't going to be on the main card.
I like that one on the prelim.
Kopylov, Gregory, Rodriguez, Bisengor, probably not, right?
I mean, come on. Let's circle back to the point here. Who?
Eric McConaughey?
Who?
Oh, who?
I don't
Yeah.
care about the date. Who?
Yeah. Okay, let me just get my.
I mean, there's
rankings
only a
here.
few names left, right?
Wait, let me get my rankings here, bro.
Rachmanov.
Shavkat talked about. I saw a tweet from Shavkat. Should have asked Sayat. He was right here, his manager.
That'd be a crazy one.
The forgotten man. The forgotten man. Well, here's the thing. I thought it was going to be Brady versus Ian. Like I would have bet anything.
It seemed like we were going toward that.
Yeah. I would have bet anything it was going to be, and that's the one I really wanted to see. If I'm being 100% honest, I would rather see Shavkat versus Bilal and Brady versus Ian. But yeah, let's look at
I'm
this.
fine with either, but yeah. I mean,
Okay, Bilal we know is booked. Brady we're talking about. Shavkat right there. Leon booked. Usman?
Kamara
He's
versus
mentioned, he's
Brady?
mentioned Usman several times.
Usman's not a bad shout.
Hasn't fought since June.
It's a good fight for Brady.
Not Buckley, not Ian. Morales?
Oh man, that feels like not the one you want to take when
Yeah,
you're
I
the
don't
number
know.
2 contender.
I feel like it would be between Usman and Shavkat.
Yeah.
Where do you? Could you put it on the December pay-per-view?
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little co-main right there.
Marab versus Piotr. Van Pantoja and a little featured bout. Brady versus Usman.
I did just get an unsolicited text. I think we mentioned one of the names.
Oh.
Obviously unsolicited. My hands are right here. Right here.
From 1SB?
No. Not from Brady or his team or anyone like that. Just, the streets. From the streets. Okay.
Streets are whispering, and we might have mentioned one of the names when we mentioned the entire top 10 at welterweight.
They may or wait, let me just make sure I'm getting the right.
You get text to your computer?
No, I put my phone here, so in case I miss anything. So. Why? What?
Just interesting. That's all.
Why? I was trying to make a reference to something, but I really don't have. No.
Today, Junior.
Are arepas only from Venezuela?
No.
Oh,
the origin maybe.
Can you maybe have them in Ecuador?
Oh, Michael Morales.
I'm just asking about arepas here. Anyone?
Sure, why not?
All right. So let's see. Arepas in December would be fantastic.
Michael Morales in the December pay-per-view.
Did you say arepas in December?
I also, by the way, I got a great text here, but is Rick busy?
He's finishing a game of Magic right now. His headphones are off.
He said someone texted me, I'm penciling in Ronda Rousey as comeback fighter of the year in 2026
I
on
was
New York
getting
Rick's
I
ballot.
was getting our guest. What
Did
did
you
I
hear
miss?
that? You hear that? I
No.
can't even believe I didn't make this joke. It's actually spot on.
What happened?
Someone sent me a text. I'm penciling in Ronda Rousey as comeback fighter of the year in 2026 on New York Rick's ballot. I mean, it's not
you know what?
comeback fighter of the
Breakout
decade.
fighter.
Of the decade. She has to win.
If it's Gina Carano,
Oh yeah,
she
that's
might,
right. That's
she
right.
Might usurp.
No. So if she
Careful.
if Ronda comes back and gets her ass whooped, is she still comeback fighter of the year?
I have to weigh the evidence.
If she gets her ass whooped by Misha Tate,
I still have to weigh the evidence.
all right.
Look, Gina's now in the running.
By the way, she got her ass whooped by Amanda Nunes in like 60 seconds.
I
If
know.
she won it. So
Listen,
you just have to see who the opponent is.
I have to see who the opponent is. I have to see, the circumstances.
All right.
We could discuss it when the time comes.
Okay. Is our guest here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let us go to our next guest. Massive win for him on Friday afternoon, evening in Dubai. Like I said at the top of the show, pulled it out of the fire. Looked like first round wasn't going his way, and then all of a sudden, in what has become, I think, the year of the spinning back elbow, Sergio Pettis pulled a beauty against Magomed Magomedov. A huge win for him, and a win that could very well line him up for a PFL bantamweight title shot. He's kind enough to join us right here now to talk about that big win. There he is, the new dad, Sergio Pettis. The beard is longer. You're looking more and more like your brother with this beard.
Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? I had the beard first, so you know.
Oh, okay. He's looking like you.
Beard first.
All right, all right.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on the win, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a big one, man. Big old finish. I needed that.
Yeah, you know, you've had some big wins. Some obviously some titles have been won behind you, but that one to do it like that, with the stakes being what they were, considering how the first round went, would you say that was one of your more exhilarating moments of your career?
100%. I mean, I've been trying to get a spin elbow for quite some time, and 32 fights later, losing a fight, I ended up pulling out the fire, like you guys been saying, and yeah, man, landed a beautiful spinning elbow, one for the ages.
Yo, how many times have you watched this?
Way too many times, unhealthy amount of times. Every day waking up, I'm at 5 a.m. jet lag, first time watches. Yeah, man. What a memorable moment for me.
I can't imagine what it must feel like. What was that move that you did there afterwards? Like the diamond, then you stepped on it? What was that?
You know what? I've been watching a lot of conspiracy theories on Instagram, a little bit too much time on my phone. But yeah, man, some crazy stuff going on the road right now and nowadays. And yeah, I was just trying to send a message, you know?
Okay, you were stomping out all the conspiracies with that?
Yeah, stomping all the conspiracies out and, you know, putting up Jesus. You know, Jesus is the only way out of all this madness that's going on the road right now.
Okay, is that what you were referring to in the post-fight interview? It was top of mind. It was like the first thing that you said.
Yeah, you know what? I planned that speech about 2 weeks before I fought, and I was just practicing in my car. It didn't come out as good as I practiced in my car, but it kind of gave me a reason to win that fight, you know, reason to face some adversity and come out there and, man, have a killer performance.
It's hard after a fight like that to remember everything that you planned in the car 2-3 weeks prior, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, after all that adrenaline, you know, after even hitting that spin elbow, it almost felt fake. I felt like I hit a soft part of his head and saw his reaction, and man, I had to put exclamation point on top of it.
And then right after, I see your legendary coach, Duke Rufus, posting on social media that you guys have been working on that. This footage that he posted, is that from this training camp right here? Or is that just over the years?
Man, that's over the years, actually. This was like in 2021. I didn't even look as good as I look nowadays. So yeah, 4 years ago. And yeah, man, I've been practicing a lot of spins. You know, I feel like I put the SP in spins. So Anthony's got all the kicks off the cages. I got the spins.
Why was this something that you wanted to pull off?
Man, I'm just, you know, all my fights go to decisions. And even before the fight, I was just feeling very on point. You know, even mentally, physically, I was like, I'm gonna win this fight in a spectacular fashion. And second round, it was not going my way at all. But yeah, he fell right onto what he didn't expect, a spin elbow. He was very confident that whole fight, man. He was talking to me the whole fight. I was first time, like I was like very afraid of somebody. You know, it was in my head. I was like, I feel like I was fighting Khabib almost.
Wow. I mean, he's a part of Team Khabib, right? So he was right there. What was he saying to you?
Man, he was just telling me like pretty much everything that I was gonna throw. He's like, I threw a jab, and he's like, nah, I know you got a good jab, brother. He's like, I'm not gonna let you hit me with that, you know, with his accent and stuff.
Wow.
And throwing some spin kicks and some spin moves. He's like, I know that's coming. Do something new. And then when he had my back and had me in his corner, him and his corner were communicating the whole time, and I could just hear him. He was so confident. I was like, dang, he deserves to be confident because he was definitely tearing me up that second round. But yeah, he got overconfident, man. Just fell right on what I wanted to land. Something spectacular.
And you said you were scared, like he was actually getting to you. He was getting under your skin in your head.
100%.
Wow.
It's the first time I had a fighter in all 32 fights actually talk to me. Prior to the fight, you know, at the stare-offs, we were talking to each other. You know, we're kind of playing a little bit of mental battle. I usually don't play that game. I'm very quiet and humble, but you know, I was kind of messing with him a little bit more, like how he was messing with me. In the fight, though, he kept doing it. And I was just all go mode, and he was just confident, man. It was crazy to experience that. All these Dagestan fighters are legends. You know, he's a legend as well, and taught me a lot about myself, man. What a fight, and what an awesome camp.
Did you see him throughout the week? Other, like, I don't know, hotel or out and about, and were there other mind games being played?
Yeah, I mean, we saw each other a couple of times, you know, all for the media stuff. We were with each other like Monday, Tuesday, not too much. Wednesday, we obviously saw each other face-offs and stuff. So, you know, it wasn't like the whole time, but we definitely were smiling at each other, shaking our heads like, oh, we're about to go at it, man. I could feel his competitiveness. You know, I was like, wow, I haven't felt that in quite some time. And throughout my whole career, actually, having a guy that was that competitive and hungry, I felt like he really wanted that title shot next.
Were you super nervous in the back before the fight?
100%. I always am. Before every single fight, I get nervous. I have a weird mental habit of seeing myself getting like knocked out or submitted.
Why?
I don't know. I literally don't know why. Every single fight, I think I'm like afraid of like what could happen, and then most of the time it doesn't happen, thank God. But yeah, my mental battle before the fight is definitely tough.
Have you talked to someone about this to try to?
I have. You know what? I have not. I feel like I was kind of one of those guys that was against that stuff. I did talk to a sports therapist for a bit and did help out. But my last camp, I was so caught up being a dad. I just had a kid 4 weeks ago, so it was like balancing out a fight camp, diet, but also being a father to a newborn. It was a lot to balance out, and I'm glad I came back, you know, and not hurt, none of that, and I could come home and be a father full time.
Yeah, these photos are incredible. So beautiful. Well done. Congratulations to you and your wife and your whole family. This, by the way, this is legendary. Well, is it?
Yeah,
is this real? Is this real?
It's definitely real. Yeah, he set it up. We had a little photo shoot for him. His mom set up like 3 photo shoots as soon as he was born. So yeah.
Yo, what a G this guy is. He looks unbelievable. What's his name?
Gianni. I named him Gianni Sergio Pettis. GSP's my favorite fighter, so I had his initials GSP.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
What an honor. That's unbelievable. I love that. And where does Gianni come from?
You know what? We know a guy named Gianni out in Bali, and I was like, bro, I don't know what it is. I like your name. I think I'm gonna name my son that if I have a son. And yeah, I had a son. So
that's amazing.
Gianni.
Is this your first kid?
First kid, first boy in our family. Actually, we only got 2. We have my 2 brothers have 2 daughters each, so 4 nieces. First boy to pass on the last name of Pettis.
Wow, that's amazing. And so, fighting just after becoming a dad for the first time, did you feel like the motivation was different? Did you feel like your mindset was different?
Oh, for sure. I felt all that. You know, I felt like I had a reason why now. You know, my whole career was just off for myself before. And this time I'm like, man, I got to buy some diapers, some formula. I got to make sure my kid's set up for the future. When I was in there, I was even thinking about it. I'm like, man, I can't go out this way. And yeah, I think he was a big part of the reason I pulled it off. You know, just had a reason why and some motivation. I want to get that belt too. It's a big, just a dream of mine to be a 2 organization champ, just like my brother. You know, Anthony's got the UFC, WEC. And Sergio Pettis is going to have Bellator and PFL. We'll be the only brothers to do so.
Yes, I love that, and you're very, very close to making that happen. I'm just wondering, when you become a dad, and I'm speaking from a place of obviously experience and knowledge. I have 3 kids. I feel like the way you look at the world and the way you look at your job and everything kind of gets balanced a little bit because everything gets put in perspective. Before, you're selfish and you're kind of thinking about your career 24/7, 100% of the time, but now you have to care for another human being. And so in doing that, and because of that, you actually, I think, become a better person in both sides of life, because now not all the pressure is on this side of things, right? Like, it gives you perspective and balance. Do you feel that same way?
100%. You hit it right in the head, man. You know, I definitely felt balanced. You know, I feel like I knocked out all my milestones on life. I got married, you know, had a kid, and it was a boy as well. So I felt completely balanced spiritually, mentally, and physically, and it showed in my fight. You know, I was able to face adversity and just come out strong. And yeah, big thank you to all my people in my life that do that. My wife, my son, and my coaches, everybody in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my brother Anthony, Lloyd, everybody at Vayner Sports. Shout out to Mike Hogan and PFL. This has been an awesome journey. I'm excited to keep going.
How was Dubai?
Dubai was amazing. My first time actually stepping outside the airport. I was there for a layover. But as soon as I stepped outside, the buildings, I'm completely inspired. You know, it was amazing. Also, the weather helped me make weight way easier. It was like 100 degrees every day. Amazing. Yeah. I loved it.
Did you feel like, you know, obviously the Dagestani fighters are very popular there. Khabib is very popular there. Did you feel like they were all rooting for Magomed? Did you feel like the enemy, so to speak?
Oh, for sure. 100%. You know, the crowd was definitely on his side. And you know, his team's from there. I think he lives there now, if I'm not mistaken. But they could definitely feel that. You know, they're supporting their people, and it made sense there in their country. It's my 3rd time doing this now. You know, I fought in Japan last year against Horiguchi, and I fought in India against a boxer from India. It was really good. And now over here in Dubai, fighting Magomedov. It's been a crazy time exploring the world.
I want to ask you about that in a moment, but just curious, did Khabib say anything to you after the fight?
Yeah, he did, man. He came up to me, shook my hand. He said, "Good job," and tell your brother I say hello. The Dagestani fighters are amazing. I feel like they're very much like how our team is at home. You could see they care about each other, big family, train very hard. Obviously it shows in their performances. And yeah, man, it was cool, man. A great experience. Shout out to Magomed. I hope you're all good, brother. It was a business, and on to the next one. I hope you're all good.
Loved seeing your brother react on Twitter to the knockout. I don't know if you saw afterwards, but he's like reacting in real time, like a fan, right? But obviously you're his brother and he means so much to you. Hear some of the tweets. You have a new superstar PFL title shot. Don't ever sleep out of bed. That's amazing stuff. Did he bet on you? Is he allowed to bet on you? I know he's a big bettor. Do you know if he did?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if he did, actually. I'm not sure if he did this time around. I know he has in the past. I'm usually the underdog. So
yeah,
this one I know was a big underdog. So whoever betted on me, they definitely got paid. Thank God.
Incredible. Okay, so going back to that fight, I remember hearing about your boxing match in India. I'm working for DAZN, and they say, oh, you have to read this promo. And I'm like, Sergio Pettis is boxing in India. What is this all about? Where did this come from? How did this happen? How did this come your way?
My brother Anthony was actually doing like a promotion out there, just co-promoting some boxing cards, and opportunity fell in my lap, man. I didn't have anything going on as far as MMA at the time, so they allowed me to stay busy. I got to go over to India, box it out, have a pro debut against a 3-time champion. He was like the Middle East champion, India champion, Australia champion. Also went up to 147, so he's a way bigger dude than I was. But it was a great experience, man. It was a great time.
Is combat sports, boxing, is it big over there?
Yeah, it is pretty big. I mean, not as big as it is over, obviously, in the States or elsewhere. But, they showed a lot of love out there. They're trying to help it grow the sport. So I went out there and put it on the line against one of their top athletes, help them grow it a little bit. It was a great event, though. They did a great job. Really good job.
And how was Rizin? I've been really impressed. I know, obviously, the fight was a tough night at the office, but I've been really impressed with what they've been doing as of late. What was your experience like fighting for them?
It was epic, man. It was like a movie. You go over there, the crowd's completely filled from the beginning of the card to the end of the card. The production, everybody over there at Rizin was a great time. It's actually crazy to talk about that. Naoki Inoue, he's been calling me out a little bit. So hopefully I get this PFL belt and possibly go over there and fight him as well.
Okay, you like that?
100%. I'm here for it all, man. I'm in this sport for the long haul, and I want to face some of the top guys all over the world.
So I think PFL is turning the corner in a big way when they're starting to, crown these champions in these divisions. We saw, obviously, Usman win the lightweight belt, Corey Anderson. Now we're starting to know, okay, who's the top dog in all these weight classes? Costello, Vancinas at 185. It feels like you should be fighting for a bantamweight title. Have you? And you referred to that in your post-fight interview as well. Have you been told that that's going to be next for you?
I haven't been told that's going to be next yet, but I'm assuming that's got to be next, man. They fought me against one of my old teammates, Rafian Stotts, who was won the champion the tournament or the belt when I wasn't there. He was the interim champ. I mean, Magomedov's a beast. I feel like I definitely have not earned that spot. They almost have to give it to me at this point, honestly. With Elvis, winning the tournament, it makes the most sense for both of us to go at it and show who the real champ is over here at 135.
Yes. Do you think that could happen this year, or probably getting a little too close? It's October already.
Yeah, I mean, it's October, so I'm assuming it's not going to happen this year. I'm okay with that. I do need some time with my son, and hopefully beginning of next year or, somewhere around that time. I'm healthy. Nothing really happened this last fight as far as injuries, so I'm ready to get back into it, get back after it, and chase this belt, man. That's what I'm here for. Getting all these titles, man. That's, Team Pettis.
Could I ask, I saw the new CEO, John Martin, there. Like I said, it feels like they're turning the corner. What was the vibe like fight week among the company, the employees, everyone at PFL?
I was excellent, man. They do an excellent job in the back, and in the front. I feel like everything's coming together for them. Things were a little iffy in the beginning. Obviously, purchasing a new company's hard, and you obviously got to go through the rough times and build up. And I think that they passed those times where people weren't getting any fights, and they're on the high end of things. Where I just got to fight 2 back-to-back fights within 3 months. So I'm very happy. I know everybody else is happy as well. So yeah, things have been doing really well. Organization's doing great, very organized. Very excited to be a part of this and see the future of it all.
Yeah, you're active now. Before all of this, were you worried that things wouldn't work out, that you wouldn't be able to be as active as you've become?
Yeah, for sure. I think everybody was around those times that weren't having anything going on, and especially my girl being pregnant and all this stuff. I was definitely a little stressed out. But all that got erased as soon as I got that fight June 28th against Rafian. Bounced back quick October 3rd. I can't ask for anything more. This is what I'm here for. 32 years old. I got to take advantage of this time.
Yeah. How awkward was the Stotts fight for you?
Man, that was the most awkward fight ever. I never want to do that again. You know, Rafian's actually my good friend, good teammate. I was training with him for like at least like 7 to 8 years in total. So yeah, just having him be on the opposite end and trying to hurt me and me trying to hurt him, it just felt so wrong. And yeah, I did not like that fight at all.
Are you cool now?
Yeah, we're cool, man. We talked after the fight. Right after the fight, it was crazy. I walk out of my hotel room and he's in the room literally across from me, and his wife and his daughter come out, and you know we shook hands and just laughed about it. You know, on to the next one. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, you know we're still friends. Yeah.
2013, you had the spinning back fist knockout, and now you get this one, which is one of the contenders for knockout of the year, comeback of the year as well, considering how the first fight went. Pretty remarkable to have on the resume like that. What were you thinking, just curious, going into the second round? Considering how the first round went, what are you telling yourself? What is your team telling you to try to get this back on track?
You know, I think we did pretty good in the first round, actually. You know, I think we were both figuring each other out, you know, good standing exchanges. He took me down towards the end, so obviously, yeah, they were like, "Yo, don't let that happen anymore." You know, he's a Dagestan wrestler, and that's his style. So, yeah, I went out there, you know, second round, he caught my kick, and I tried to do some flashy move, try to hit him with something, and yeah, ended up biting me in the butt. I was on the floor the whole fight. And you know, my corner does a great job. I've been with them for years, so they're just, you know, telling me to stay calm, stay on the mission, and something's gonna happen, something big. They believe in me.
Absolutely, and it paid off. And I think what you said earlier was apropos. Do you think? And I'm curious if you can expand on it. Do you think he was starting to kind of feel himself, and that's why he was rushing in the way in which he did, and you were able to catch him? And was that something that you were trying to bait him into?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely could feel him feeling himself. You know, like I said, I hear him talking in his corner, talking to me the whole time, laughing, you know, having a good time in there. So I was like, man, I wasn't having the greatest of time, but yeah, you could feel him definitely overpressing. I think even in the corner before I hit him with the spin elbow, you'll hear in the corner Khabib and them say, you know, calm down a little bit, or don't push too much, from what I was told on Instagram. And yeah, he came at me. We got a little caught up with that spin, with that sidekick. Man, landing that spin elbow was devastating. It was amazing.
Lerone Murphy says he wants 5% of all winnings from spinning elbows.
Yeah,
Are you down with that?
I laughed at that, man. If my spinning elbow compared to his, you know, no disrespect to Pico, but Pico's been slept before. He's 13-4. You know, I did it against a 21-4 Magomedov, who's never been slept once. Whole different situation.
Okay, so you're asking for 5%, is what you're saying.
I'm saying, man, he didn't even have to say none of that. Keep my name out of his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Man,
All right.
I think mine was a little more devastating.
Fair enough. By the way, great time for Milwaukee sports. What about the Brewers? Are you a fan?
Brewers been going off. You know what? I actually went to a game this year. I don't really tune in on other sports besides fighting, but it's always good to see, you know, my home team doing good. Brewers, the Bucks, all of it. But yeah, Brewers been going hard.
Yes.
Very hard.
Are we going to see your brother back? Any word on Anthony?
You know what? I feel like he's been itching to get back. After seeing me get that knockout, he texted me right away like, man, I miss it. I miss training camps. I miss prepping for fights. And he's still young. I think, you know, he stopped MMA around like 35. So I think he should be good to go again, man. Honestly, we get him back into camp and get him back in there. He's still a beast.
Two last things. Did you watch the main event on Friday? Did you watch the Hughes Nurmagomedov fight?
You know what? I actually didn't. I started celebrating it right away. I grabbed a couple of drinks and beers, and yeah, I was with my team.
Okay, so I want to ask who you thought won the fight. Did you see the Merab title fight the next night? Just because it's the same weight class, I was curious if you watched it and had any thoughts on his performance.
Yeah, you know what? I was on an airplane, so I had my wife FaceTime me. I caught like bits and pieces of the fight. It was a little hard to see. Obviously, I was in like Paris, so the signal wasn't great. But Merab's a beast, man. Honestly, Corey Sandhagen's a killer. To go out there and shoot that many shots on him, get those takedowns, what a beast. But yeah, I did see the fight, man. I'm very impressed. Always impressed with Merab.
So wait a second. You're in Paris on a layover. Your wife calls you on FaceTime and holds the camera up so you can watch it via FaceTime?
Yeah, she keeps me informed. You know, she's a great wife, and yeah, I was like, please let me see this fight. So she let me watch all 5 rounds.
She held the phone up there for 5 rounds?
Yeah. She held the phone up for 5 rounds and had my newborn with her too. So yeah, she's a team player.
Okay, she's the real G in the family. That is
100%.
That is
She's
impressive.
a big part of the reason all this is happening. A big part of the reason all this success is happening. She's been helping me out a lot.
I love it. Well, congratulations, Sergio. Very, very happy for you. Love the setup behind you as well with the gloves and the belts. You've been doing this for so long, and it's great to see you still doing it at the highest of levels. Thank you so much for coming on. Really, really appreciate it. And again, congrats on the win, and congrats on everything going on in your family as well, the new addition and
Thanks
everything.
so
Wish
much,
you guys the
man.
best.
Appreciate you for having me on. Thank you so much.
There he is, the great Sergio Pettis. So happy for him. What a great win. What a great family. Obviously, his brother, a legend of the game. And really amazing to see him doing this at such a high level. And yeah, I mean, Magomed Magomedov has a win over a guy named Pyotr Yan, by the way, in case you don't know. Very, very, very tough out, very tough fighter. To pull that off, an incredible win. And what was that with this and that? I thought it was about like Jay-Z or something, the Rock
Rockefeller,
Nation.
the dynasty.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you think that's what he was doing or no?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, that's that's what I thought.
I heard Sergio's on Rockefeller Records.
Yeah, no, no, but he stomped on it.
Oh,
so,
okay.
so I think he was saying like, I ain't down with Rockefeller Records. Let's see it one more time. One more time.
How about the DDP?
That maybe it was DDP. Do we have the footage here? I think he did the thing and then he stomped on it. He stomped on it. Did you guys see that? He did the thing.
We're queuing it up right now.
He did the thing.
He did this. Here it is. Here it is. What is that?
I think it's a little anti-Illuminati or something. You know?
Okay.
I don't know what that was.
No, that was
Over the eye.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get to talk to Sergio. We can ask.
I did ask him about it. I did ask him. He didn't want to go into
You
it.
should have had the Illuminati line in the back pocket.
It feels a little anti-Illuminati, you know.
What is the Illuminati? I know about the.
What is the Illuminati?
I'm gonna check out of this one.
Do you remember when people thought Benson Henderson was doing that?
Yes.
You remember that
I do.
era? That was a good era.
Could have been
Simpler
the Rock. Remember
times.
Jay-Z? Jay-Z used to throw up the
Oh my
Rockefeller
god, this
Records.
is awkward now.
PT joined late.
This is awkward.
Give him grace. Give him grace.
If we can rewind 45 seconds, we literally.
Sorry, I
Were you
was,
not
I was
listening?
on this wait
Were you
ride.
not
Wasn't
listening?
I was listening, but there's a fucking gap between YouTube and what's on here. So I had to go from one chair to this chair and then get turned off. So I missed about 30 seconds, okay? I'm sorry.
For fuck's sake. Hey guys, some breaking news here.
Yes.
And I'm getting some texts, in particular from my nephews who are freaking out right now because news has broken that Conor McGregor has been suspended for 18 months. I would like to explain to them that it's retroactive. So here it is from Uncrowned, the great Drake Riggs, writing, Conor McGregor's return to combat sports has been further delayed. On Tuesday, UFC announced that the former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion has been suspended for 18 months after violating the whereabouts policy under the promotion's anti-doping program. Through Combat Sports Anti-Doping, which is CSAD, that's the new anti-doping organization that they're linked with after moving on from USADA, McGregor missed 3 testing samples within a 12-month window on the dates of June 13th, September 19th, and September 20th, 2024. McGregor, 37, was initially to be suspended for 24 months until further cooperation prompted a reduction down to 18 months. UFC stated his suspension will be retroactive to the last date of his missed testing. This is the very important part, meaning he won't be eligible to return to competition until March 20th, 2026. So if you are a fan of Conor McGregor and you just want to see him fight on the White House card, this is much ado about nothing because you say to yourself, oh, he's good until, he's good as of, I should say, March 21st. Great. If you are someone who believes that, he doesn't play by the rules, yeah, okay, this is significant. So it's kind of the way in which you want to slice it. But this doesn't, so when my nephews are texting me, it's like, oh, now he can't fight on the White House card. No, if you just read suspended 18 months, you're like, oh shit, he's not fighting on the White House card. But then you have to understand that it's retroactive to June, or I guess September of last year. And now you realize that he's good to go as of March 20th. But there's no, there's no beating around the bush here. You recall in 2023 when the relationship with USADA and the UFC fizzled, he was kind of at the center of all of it. And he has talked openly about, removing himself from the testing pool in order to get back to 100%. Missing tests or not being where you are supposed to be will result in strikes. And if you miss 3, as they are saying he did, you get suspended. Any thoughts on this, guys? What do you guys say? What do you guys think? Much ado about nothing?
Much
or-
ado about nothing, but I do wonder why 18 months. It does feel particularly harsh. Like, I went back because I did remember that there were some other people. Yair Rodriguez got 6 months for the same offense, and Nick Diaz got 12 months for the same offense.
Interesting.
So why is Connor's 18? It just feels. I don't know if. Yeah.
Sorry, that it was 24 months and they're actually going down. from
Yeah.
there?
So why was it initially 24 even? That's
Yeah,
even more.
well, that part is like you can kind of negotiate that, right, and then accept the terms. That's where they.
Well, by the way, if it's 24 months, he ain't fighting on the White House card.
Yeah, exactly. It's convenient that it would be 18 as opposed
Right.
to 24. But why even either of those numbers when previously we have seen athletes in the same organization
Is it
be for
possible
6 and
this
be for
is
12?
Is it possible that this is the second?
Could be
offense, meaning the
the
sixth.
second time that he has
And
done
the first
12
one
months
wasn't.
of whereabouts.
I don't know. PT, what do you think?
I think, once he's able to fight in the White House card, I don't think anyone really cares,
Yeah, but I mean, it
Yeah.
does. It does add to what people were saying about his physique and the testing and all that stuff.
Wait, but did he not at the time basically say this is all above board? Like I felt at the time like he was kind of like, yeah, this is happening. I broke my leg.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
so I mean, what missed the test? That doesn't shock me at all.
I know. I understand that. I always feel weird about the missed testing thing, if only because none of this is collectively bargained. So for those that don't know, the UFC fighters have to if Arman Tsarukyan decides to go on a trip to Cancun, he has to update his whereabouts on an app so that they don't go to his home, ring the doorbell, he's not there, and say, what the hell? They need to know where you are every single day. If you go on vacation with your family, if some fighter decides to go on a road trip and doesn't tell them where they are and doesn't say, hey, I'm not going to be at the gym on these days and I'm not going to be home and I'm going to be actually in Vermont, you get a strike for that. And I just think that's wild. I think that's wild. As an independent contractor, having to tell your promotion, not your employer, because if you were having to tell your employer you would be an employee, having to tell them 24/7, 365 where you are. And oh, by the way, they also tell you what to wear when you do compete for them. That's pretty damn strict. I always make this comparison. The guy who comes to my house, my freezer, I have an upright freezer in my garage. It broke. There's a guy coming to my house on Friday. I can't ask that guy to tell me where he's going to be between now and Friday every single hour of the day. And I can't tell that guy what to wear when he comes to my house. You know why? Because he's an independent contractor. Because I am hiring him to do a job. And when he's done with that job, he has no ties to me whatsoever. And yet these fighters have to tell them where they are 24/7, 365. That seems harsh. Does it not?
It's untenable, but at the same time, if you are collectively deciding now, again, collective bargaining would be a key in this scenario. If you are collectively deciding that you want to pursue a clean sport, there's no better way to do it, right? There isn't an alternative to random testing, to showing up.
There is an alternative. The alternative is in the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, they have testing, but they can't be tested 24/7, 365. This is
Premier League as well.
This is
that testing doesn't work.
This is collectively bargained. They come
understand.
to an agreement. Hey, you can't. By the way, in those sports, you think they're going ding dong on LeBron James's doorbell at 6 a.m. and waking him up?
That's a great example. I don't think they are.
Well,
and I think
Hey, be
I'm
careful
being
now.
pretty clear about what I think.
Do you think they're ringing Josh
No.
Allen's door?
No.
But you're a $1 million athlete, multi-million-dollar athlete. You don't want someone showing up to your house at 6 a.m.
No, nor do you, as the player or the league, want somebody to pop hot, because that diminishes your value and returns.
Hang on, are you saying some of these lads take drugs?
Pete, you're putting words in my mouth. I'm saying all of these lads take drugs.
Oh my God.
The reality is you can have two options: no testing or this type of random testing, and one will produce better outcomes than the other in terms of catching cheaters. The middle ground of like, hey, after the event or after the basketball game, we're going to test you. It's never going to work. That's not going to catch anybody. That's not true testing.
I don't think it has to. By the way, I don't think it has to be right after the game, because that's too obvious. But I think you could say.
So how do you do it if it's not random?
I think you could say between the hours of such and such. I think you can say between the months of such and such, or I don't know.
Between the months of such and such, what happens though? How do they test?
We can't, or we can. We can't go to your house, or we can go to your house. Between
So
the
they
hours,
are going to their house.
Say, I'm on vacation for a week. Don't come near me.
Yeah.
You know, because you're gonna get you either side of that window anyway.
Right.
It's not like you can take some steroid that comes in and out of your system in a week and will have.
I mean, naturally, you could understand
Microdosing,
why
all
that
this
would
stuff.
why that would lead to some obvious ways to skirt the system, right? Don't come to my house for this period, but I'm good for you to come this time. Like, you know, there is not a better way to do it if you are in support of a clean sport. At the same time, maybe that's not the objective, and clearly that's kind of like we're all seemingly moving away from that. But
can I ask you guys this? The word of the day yesterday was performative, right? That was the word of the day. Do you think this is performative on the UFC's
I do.
part? Do you think this is to say, hey, we're catching people?
The
we're
McGregor
doing-
one specifically?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Because it's not going to stop him from fighting at
Right.
all. If his goal is to fight on the White House card, it's very convenient, like you guys said, that they're cutting it down from 24 to 18. Oh, now he's off in March instead of being off in September, which would stop him from fighting on the White House card. This is causing no issues for Conor McGregor. He's not really serving anything. It's just for the UFC to put out.
or the UFC, right? 18 months, line them up, White House, no problems. They get what they want. He gets what he wants.
Yeah, you know, I see sometimes Jedi tweets these out. He has been tested recently. I think it's 3 times, 4 times, and it's on the website. And I don't even know what the website is. It's CSAD or something like that. And it says all has been good, but this is dating back to last June. This is 2024. It's June and September. So, you know, I don't think anyone is surprised that he would be attached to something like this. But again, it feels very convenient to do it because you could say, hey, look, we're going after people. We're trying to catch people. And look, this is the biggest fish. But then you say, all right, it's not really affecting when he was going to fight. And also, I do have a problem with them showing up or having to tell the UFC 24/7, 365 where they are. I have a problem with that. And if that means, by the way, that it's not a quote unquote clean sport, well, them's the breaks. I don't think
Then there's
anyone,
no clean sports.
but I don't think anyone should have to tell their employer where they are 24/7, 365. What if I asked you?
If they're not an employee, rather.
I just text you
said
anyway
they're
and tell
employer,
you.
but you mean like
Both.
they're not.
Both.
I guess that's fair too. Yeah, right.
Yeah, both.
I don't want to be telling my employer. Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy.
Again, it's in pursuit of something. If we acknowledge that we don't care about that, then I'm fine. Like, I don't care either.
I think both can be true. I think you can still care and not have to do this. This
How
is
can
what
you test
collect.
them?
This is what you sit at a table and talk about. You sit at a table
got
and
it.
say, okay, you're going to give me this and I'm going to take that. And you're going to say this and I'm going to take that. Like, that's the bargaining process.
The other sports have it and nobody gets caught. We have it already.
This is also a sport where
nobody gets
taking
caught.
these drugs makes a massive impact. Like it has impacts in other sports.
100%.
In this sport, it has a huge impact.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I would say it has a huge impact in the National Football League as well.
The goal of the National Football League isn't
An impact,
we're
but not
a
as
human
not as
being.
big as 1v1 combat.
So
Yeah,
are
they
you guys
do.
saying, are you in favor of the fighters having to tell the UFC where they are 24/7?
I'm in favor of the fighters deciding if they want it. The collective, that's
okay,
what I'm
all
in
right,
favor
all
of.
right, all right.
But I do very firmly believe that there's only 2 possible outcomes. There's we do it randomly and we can drop by whenever, or let's not do it at all. The middle ground just doesn't produce anything worthwhile. It's a waste of time.
I just want to know, ultimately, it doesn't matter what I think, what you think, what any of us think. I want the fighters to decide this.
100%.
I want them to decide what they wear. I want them to decide what they can or cannot wear, where they can and cannot be, how much they have to tell. Like, I just wish we could get to that point. Is it that hard? By the way, I'm not even asking for 50% of the revenue here. I just want them to have a seat at the table. I just want them to
On
have
decisions
a say.
like this.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any chance of that happening? in
No.
the
Anytime
future?
soon, no. There's no one who's raising their hand. There's no one spearheading this. There was a moment in 2016 where it looked like something was going to happen, but it died pretty quickly.
It's such a specifically individual sport, and especially like obviously like there's individual sports where they have kind of associations and things like that, tennis, golf, but it's a sport where the failures of your opponents are your benefit and is the most optimal way for you to get your opportunities. It's inherently very hard for somebody to want the success of the other people. And so I just don't see anybody foregoing their own benefit collectively to do it. It's very hard to envision right now.
On Air Jordan has provided me with the whereabouts policy for tennis players. So is this the ATP and the WTA?
Covers, ATP, WTA, I believe Olympics.
So they have the same type of policy.
WADA, so it's a World Anti-Doping. So it's similar policy.
Similar policy, which was adopted from USADA and WADA, World Anti-Doping. They have the similar whereabouts policy. It's an essential tool in upholding clean sport by providing their daily whereabouts. Players ensure that the ITIA can operate a no-notice testing program and maintain the integrity of the game. Whereabouts is a requirement of the WADA code and is filed using the WADA Adams platform. And so, by the way, I'm all for clean sport. I don't know enough about tennis to know if any of this is is there a tennis association? Is there?
I think there is. I believe that there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ATP.
Yeah.
No, meaning is there a players association?
A union.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe there is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if they collectively bargain this, but
that's the key.
It's got to be annoying as hell. And by the way, some people have gone infractions, not because they're trying to hide, and I'm not suggesting that's what happened here, what I'm about to say, but just because they forget,
No, totally. But that's why this is the grace of 3 times in 12 months, right?
Right.
If you did that, if you made a mistake, it's only after 3. But there doesn't seem to be consistency. As I said, Nick Diaz, a year, Rodriguez, 6 months. There's no rhyme or reason for any of this.
Now, those were for USADA.
Yeah.
This is the new organization. So perhaps they're even stricter.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Than USADA.
Even more sign of performative.
If you don't care about any of this, top line, it doesn't affect his involvement on the White House card or any sort of return past March 21st, and there was no sign of him fighting anytime between now and March 21st. Let's go back to the questions, shall we? Arman Sarukian is going to be joining us in 25 minutes. Looking forward to that very, very much. Potential number 1 contender fight, November 22nd, Qatar against Dan Hooker. El Peruano asks, is Dave Feldman with Eddie Hearn a close second, the most likable and forthcoming frontman in combat sports at the moment? Not the biggest BKFC fan, but hoping he stays this way. I don't know. I mean, who are the options? You've got Eddie Hearn. Over on the boxing side of things, who's that?
DW, Dana White.
DW, of course. DFW to the hardcores. You've got Frank Warren, Ben Shalom. You've got Jake Paul, Nikisa Bidarian. You've got Mr. Dave Feldman. You've got Mams Taylor. You've got Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, I think he endeared a lot of John Martin over on the PFL / Don Davis PFL side of things. He endeared a lot of people to him. I think when he was very open about his background, everything that he's been through with his mom and his family. I mean, it's a mind-blowing story. If you've never heard it, it's up on the channel. Just search his name. I mean, it's straight out of a movie. It's a shocking story. It really is. And it's unbelievable that he was able to do this. So, I mean, really, when he's talking about the story, we use the word unbelievable very loosely in life. This is truly unbelievable. So yeah, no, I get that. And I think a lot of people are pulling for him. And I'll be honest, there are some people who say, this, that. Like, no promoter is ever going to be everyone's best friend. But it does seem like he is that rare promoter that everyone seems to, at least the fan base, loves and respects and wants to see succeed. And I'll also say, being at that BKFC show with Casey on Saturday, his workers, I don't know if they're employees or not, but the people who work for BKFC all very much believe in him and all very much want him to succeed. I mean, I had so many people come up to me being like, I believe in this. None of us make a lot of money, but we believe in this and we love this and we want this to succeed. And we've poured so much into this. And we got to shoot his speech to the fighters beforehand, which I thought was a very cool moment to experience. And every fighter is clapping it up, and it felt like a team. It really did. I use the word family. It's a bit overused, but it really did feel like everyone was in it together. Jeremy, hi Ariel. You mentioned the good viewing numbers when Tom Aspinall turns up. On the other hand, huge stars like Diego Lopez don't have great numbers even though he speaks English. How do you react to the numbers in general? How important are they for you? And do you see a pattern? Mainly YouTube, not sure if you see Spotify, Apple, best Jeremy. I don't really look at the audio numbers because they're not staring at me in the face. I wouldn't look at the video numbers either. It's just they're staring at me in the face. I'd rather not. I wish we didn't. I don't want to make decisions, programming decisions based on YouTube numbers, but you can't ignore them because they're staring at you in the face. And so I'll be honest, there was a time, like I remember, it's so crazy to see how much YouTube has changed. Like when we were doing the MMA Hour back in the day, we didn't have thumbnails. We didn't think for a second about breakouts or titles. I'm talking about like the first iteration of the MMA Hour, even the ESPN show. I didn't think about any of this stuff. And now I feel like there's so much focus on thumbnails and headlines, titles, and what is on the thumbnail, what words you're using. Oh my God. I mean, we used to do these interviews with fighters at the events. We wouldn't even have a thumbnail. It was just like the screen grab of the video.
The platforms have changed so drastically.
Oh, it's so annoying. And so then you start to overthink things and overanalyze things and why did this hit and this didn't hit? And then you get the, like we're guilty of it too. All caps this and exclamation point that. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I don't know any of this shit. I don't get any of it. So I try not to. Tom Aspinall was on during a period over the summer where he was very much in the news, tied to John Jones. People wanted to know what was going on. And so that stuff is always going to hit. But like, there are interviews that I love that it's just different. And I see people like breaking down the channel and trying to like, by the way, there's a lot that's going on here, just for the record. A, there's uncrown.com. B, there is our YouTube channel. You're not also looking at all the social media views as well. And that's how people are watching a lot of things. So go look at the views just from yesterday on Twitter. Go look at the views on Instagram. Go look at the views on TikTok and Facebook as well. Don't forget about those. It's not just one place where people consume this. The show also streams on X, not Twitter anymore, X these days. And so there's a million different places. Oh, by the way, there's the audio feed as well. So it's broken up in a bunch of different ways, but I know that number there is what everyone fixates on. Plus there's the live number, and then that gets broken up, and all this meshugas can drive you nuts, no doubt about it. Try not to overthink it. Definitely talk about it, but you just try to do the best that you can, and you want to try to cover the sport the best that you can. And I don't look. You see, like I'm not straying away from the interviews because the interviews are important. I love doing the interviews. I like this as well, and that's the beauty of getting to do a daily show 3 days a week myself, Boys in the Back on Thursday, PT on Friday, to where we can have the banter, but also bringing you Yuri, bringing you Armin, bringing you these names, Sergio Pettis after their big moments, is extremely valuable and what sets us apart from everyone else. So, hey Ariel from A's. I was wondering if Hughes versus Nurmagomedov was rigged in one way or another, wouldn't it have been better to make it less obvious? For example, they could have scored the 5th round for Hughes to make it 3-2 or 4-1, and the theories wouldn't be as strong as they are now. Would love your thoughts. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what happened there. We have no idea, and maybe we'll never know. But the fact that it was 5-0 is definitely very weird. Definitely very weird. Dom Bernetti. Hi, Ariel. Would you rather have the Knicks win the NBA championship, or you can choose to watch your all-time dream co-main and main event fights? I mean, come on. 100% Knicks win the championship. I mean, the fights are great. We get most of the fights that we want to see. The Knicks winning the championship, if I ever get to witness the Knicks and Bills win their respective championships. I was actually talking about this with one of my friends over the weekend. I would take a Bills Super Bowl win in exchange for 0-17 for the rest of my life. And then my friend, who's also a Bills fan, was like, really? 0-17 for the rest of your life? Yes, because I'll tell you what, I go to bed now after a game like Sunday's game against the Patriots, I kid you not, I go to bed depressed because I keep thinking, this is all going to end for me soon. I'm now at the point, like, I can't say I'm 15 and like, oh, I still have a long life. Like, I may never see them win. And I've devoted all this time and energy. If I just see them win once, both teams, these losses won't mean anything. No big deal. We won a championship back in 2025, 2026. It was great. It was amazing. I felt it. Who cares if you lost to the Patriots on Sunday night? No big deal. But now every loss feels like, oh my God, it's not going to happen. Oh my God, they're going to lose 2 in a row. They're not going to get the number 1 seed. They're going to lose on the road in the second round, and we're going to have to go through this all over again. Every loss feels so much bigger than it really is. You start to hyperventilate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, they got injured. Oh, this guy didn't do well. Oh, this guy's not performing. Oh, they stumbled. And now they have this game coming up and now they have this. Oh, and they're going to, oh my God. I wouldn't care. Any fan whose team won, like, I'll talk to Giants fans like, oh my God, the Giants suck so bad. My wife was making fun of me like, oh, they're never going to win. I'm like, excuse me, never going to win. They won last decade. They won in 2011. You were 25. What are you talking about? The Yankees suck. They're never going to win. What are you talking about? The Yankees won like 8 years ago. What is this?
16.
Who cares? How old were you when they last won? What was it, 2009?
I was 18.
You don't remember it?
I remember every moment.
Exactly.
Can I?
Give me more.
Yeah. Now you're being selfish. Spread the love.
I don't think watching sports is good for your health.
Yeah, really.
Me specifically?
Have you ever?
It gives me great joy.
It does?
ESPN
Doesn't sound like it.
Sports
does
Misery
not.
Index.
No.
Let's do it for you right now.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. We're going. So this is just professional teams. So are we counting Blue Jays? Like, we can't really count Expos.
I know.
I guess we're gonna count Blue Jays.
I mean, the true childhood trauma, Knicks, Bills, Expos. So one of them is dead, by the way. One of them will never win.
Can't do the Expos. So Bills, we'll throw it on there. 15 plus years. Yeah, we're at an 86 right now, and then we'll do Knicks 15 plus years.
So then you can't put Blue Jays because Blue Jays won in '93, and I was not even rooting for them in that series.
Okay, so I can change. I can change the Blue Jays to you being like a fan for like I put 5 to 10 years
Of the Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2015.
15 plus for the other ones. Okay, so 5 to 10 is right. Yeah, final rating is an 87. You are woeful in the ranking.
Oh, no. Please. I would make a strong case that I'm the worst luck sports fan on the planet.
Things are grim.
My baseball team doesn't exist. My basketball team was a laughingstock throughout the early portion of this century. My football team was the last team in the NFL to make the playoffs in the 21st century. And then once they became good, they find a way every single year to lose in the most excruciating way possible. None worse than 13 seconds. But every year it's more heartbreaking than the next. I got nothing.
So when you say great joy,
I get great joy in this sense. Like when the Bills beat the Ravens in the playoffs, I feel like I could fly. I really feel like I could fly. When the Knicks beat the Celtics, Game 6, and I'm there with my kids, I feel like there's nothing anyone could do or say to me that would ruin my day. I wake up the next day feeling like the birds are chirping, like I'm literally like floating through the air. When Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hits a grand slam, I watch it a million times and it gives me great joy. And so the joy that I get from it will always outweigh the pain. The problem is the pain seems to feel a lot more impactful than the joy.
You just said it outweighs it. So how does it outweigh it?
The pain of losing is stronger than the joy of winning.
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
You've laid out a scenario where every year you are finding some kind of joy, right?
But it's all for the pursuit of that happiness.
But you get it. You were there with your kids. You watched the
I
Knicks
need
beat
that
the
moment.
Celtics.
I need that moment. I need to watch the confetti. I need the hat. I need the shirt.
I think you
I
gotta-
need the trophy. I need the anything is possible.
I think you
I need
gotta-
to see my guys.
And do you only want the one? What is
Yeah,
the,
he's saying if he gets
what
one,
is the
he's
one
done.
you want?
One. Oh no. I
Bills
need one
or
for
Knicks?
each. I need one.
Okay,
I need
okay.
one for each. I need
One Bills
Now
and
you're
one.
getting
Yes.
greedy.
No, it's
Now
not
you're
that.
getting
Fuck yeah,
I
greedy.
don't think you're being greedy. I stand by that the pain of losing is stronger than the joy of winning, but I do also agree with you. Once you see the title, like it actually is all good. Georgia lost to Bama last week. I was just like, yep, well, I got to see
Okay.
back to back.
I
got
thought,
to
by
see
the way, I
Natty.
thought you were going to say, yeah, once you see the title, you want more.
Nope.
I promise you I won't
I'm
be
good.
that person.
No. I am like good.
Yeah.
I used to rage when Georgia would lose these close games. Now it's just like, well, I did see that back to back, and I got to be in person for one, so it's all good. Because I was exactly like you up until 2021.
And now they're impact. I swear, I went to bed so depressed on Sunday because they're impacting me more because every game feels like a referendum on the state of my life.
Well,
It's like
that might be taking
what
it
what
too
have I,
serious.
what have I devoted and you know what
Fucking hell.
you want to know something? If they win, it's all worth it. If they don't win, if I die and don't see my teams win, what did I just
So
devote?
you're essentially saying you'd rather root for the J.P. Lossman Bills, where you're like, I know we're not
No.
that good, but
No,
like,
no,
it's
no, no.
fun. I can
I
go
st-
in and out.
No, we're close. We're close. That's why I'm so
That's where all the
anxious.
heartbreak is when
That-
you're so close.
Yep.
No, but
that
I
is
can't.
what
where
makes it
heartbreak
more
is.
I don't want to go back. You could go back and find. Rick might remember this. I used to the way I used to speak about the NFL and the Bills. I hated them because they were. It was so painful to watch them play such bad football, and I was like, why? I'm now early. I'm a dad. All this. I'm not going to spend my Sunday watching these
can't.
losers. Like I laugh at people being like, oh, you're not a real fan if you don't suffer through the 0-5 Jets.
No, you're a loser. If you
You're
sit
an
there and
absolute
suffer.
loser. You get one life. You're spending your Sunday watching a loser franchise and a bunch of players that don't give two shits about you. Now, if they're winning and they want to win and you could tell that they want to win, lock in
Lock
and
in
enjoy the
every
ride.
week.
Yes.
I'm with you,
And
100%.
there is no sort of like badge of honor to. And by the way, I've not jumped off the bandwagon. That's the best part about like the soccer fans that like to say I'm a plastic fan. Like I have suffered. I am a sufferer. I'm not leaving this team even though they're in shambles. When I'm in, I'm in. I could have. I didn't watch a single pitch of baseball because I was mourning my baseball team leaving for 11 years. 2004 to 2015, I refused to watch baseball. I did not watch a single pitch. The Nationals won in 2009. I wanted to jump out of my window because I couldn't believe that they had won the World Series 5 years after leaving. I will never leave the Bills. I will never leave the Knicks. But I just want one. I just want to know what it feels like. I just want to know that all this effort, all this time, all this angst, all this anxiety, all of it was worth it.
I think you got to just check out until they're one game away.
Can't
when
do
the
it.
Bills are in the Super Bowl or when the Knicks are one game away from winning the title, then you check back in.
Because it's also fun to watch your team when they're sick.
Not to this guy.
Like the Bills are sick this year.
It's
The moment they lose, it's doom and
NFL
gloom.
losing, it's
Let me
gonna
tell
happen.
You,
It's gonna
Sundays
happen.
are very free now in the
yeah.
the Jordan
You
household
are- you-
because I don't have to lock in on the Jets anymore. They're 0-5. What do you
Bro,
want to do on Sunday? You want to
same
go apple
thing.
picking? I'll be there.
By the way, that was me when I was early in my like fatherhood days and all that stuff. I ain't watching this crap.
Yeah, bro.
Why? But now I'm like, no one bother me. I'm putting on the Thurman Thomas jersey. You're either sitting here watching with me, and if you're sitting here watching, get the Josh Allen jersey and wear that thing for the next 3 hours. And God, thank you God, He gave me two sons who love the teams as much as I do and who now like tell me, did you see this? Did you see that? And I'm like, oh, this is the dream. This is exactly, it took a little while, but they're proud. And I just think, you know what? Maybe this is the way it was supposed to be. Maybe God didn't want me to, I've told this to myself, maybe God didn't want me to see them win a championship in the 90s when I was a teenager because He knew that they were going to win later in the 2020s and my kids would then get to enjoy it with me as well. And it would be so much better if I get to enjoy it with my kids. So I think that He sacrificed those 90s teams for this moment. And by the way, there could be a 4-month stretch coming up in 2026. Legit, shoot, where I get to cross both off the list. That's how close we are, right? It's not a crazy thought.
Not at all.
I mean, the
I
Bills.
think the crazier thought is God sacrificing your suffering in the beginning so you could enjoy the championships.
Remember yesterday when I was telling you I was at synagogue Yom Kippur and I was feeling close? I said, as I'm here sacrificing, I just ask for two things. Lord above.
Bills are going 0-4, 4 straight Super Bowls. Why, God? Hell, one, He's got to wait for himself to have kids.
Thurman Thomas, why? Why did you do this? Chip
hold
Kelly,
on.
This
listen,
12-year-old
there's this guy.
needs to have his kids first.
There's this guy, you don't know him, Patrick Ewing. Why did you make me miss that finger roll?
Wait, so as soon as he has kids, it's going to happen, right? Nah, it's going to be like 30 years. Just
that's
wait.
fine. That's fine.
gotta
Could
hang
you
in there.
imagine the scenes? By the way, I'm so sick. I've thought of this. The Super Bowl is going to be when I'm going to be in Milan for the Olympics.
Oh Christ!
I've thought of
You couldn't
what
even go to
the scene is going to be like. Me watching the Super Bowl in the middle of the night in Italy, probably on my laptop on a shitty stream, and that's how it's going to happen.
Now, you'll be able to get an international feed for it.
I've even thought, like, is it better if, like, when they lost against the Patriots? This is the thought that went through my mind. I was like, maybe this is better. Maybe it's better they win next year so I can watch it with my kids or be at the game. That's how drastic the thoughts are. Like, PT, when you say to me, like, oh, Man United sucks, I feel for you. We had a fight about this. But they won the treble in 1999. I'm sorry. How old were you in 1999?
We won fucking so much. Now, hang on. To just say we won the treble in 1999 is overlooking so many years of complete dominance.
Okay.
I mean, it was unbelievable. It was the greatest time ever.
So am I an a-hole for saying I don't feel bad?
I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Ever. And all my friends are Liverpool, and they love ripping on me and shit, but I'm just like, you've never felt that joy, and you never will. So
well, they have. They've won.
Not that joy. Not that extended period of joy.
I mean, it was like
every
what was
fucking
it?
year.
10 years of dominance?
Oh, more than that, mate. I mean, decades upon decades.
Why can't I have that? Why can't I have that?
Because God chose me.
Why can't I be the fan of Giannis is now flirting with us?
The Knicks currently plus 850 to win the NBA Finals. The Bills
And I'm
plus
putting 100 quid in that as well.
plus 475 to win the Super Bowl. So your dream
Where are they?
of the scratching them off. The Bills
Yeah.
are the favorite. Scratching them off within a 4-month span right now is 53 to 1.
Oh,
Feeling
wow.
good about that bet, by the way, GC, are you?
Which
Yeah,
one?
that
Which one?
plus 700 on the Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Wow, it went from 700 to 475?
I mean, they've looked good, man. One loss in the NFL is all right, dude. It's a
bad
week-to-week
loss.
league.
Bad
They're wearing them
loss.
shitty jerseys
I
as well,
disagree.
so I mean.
I disagree.
It was a bad loss. Did you watch the game?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
a
a
Bill-
bad-
I'm a Bills fan.
It was a
I'm
bad loss.
Contractually obligated for
I
2025.
start to get worried when he
they
throws
got fucking James
interceptions.
Cook going?
When he
Where the
when he,
fuck-
It's all right. It's the NFL,
he's
man.
getting sacked by freaking losers, Patriot losers.
Falcons lost to the shit Panthers 30 to nothing, and then the next week they came out and beat the Commanders.
Yeah, man.
It's just
I
week
love
to week,
Bijan, by
man.
the way. He's my favorite player. Love
week to
him.
week. It'll be all right. Just get the 1 seed. That's all that matters.
The 1 seed would be huge. Get the bye. To wrap this up, I'll just say sports has given me so much joy. I mean, I devoted my life to sports, and so I would never think of like removing myself from it. I just want one. That's all. That's all. The pain is worth it if in the end I get the one. If I'm 85 and I'm that guy who's like, golly, I wasted a lot of energy and a lot of sleepless nights over, then yeah, maybe we could say. But then what about, the memories along the way? We've had some great memories.
I feel
Road
like
trip.
you're talking out of 6 different sides of your mouth.
I know.
In this whole
I feel like he's
conversation.
talking on his deathbid here.
By the way,
It's
yeah, that
absolutely
too.
bizarre.
It's like he's
You're
like,
in
I don't
your
have much-
40s. Relax, right?
We
I don't
lose the
know.
Sunday night
Fucking
football game to the Patriots, and I start thinking about my deathbed and how I'm going to die without seeing a title.
I really.
Hal, when he's
down.
like, I don't have much time left. I'm like, oh shit, all right. Well, I wasn't
Neither
expecting
do any of
that.
us in that case. You know?
You realize the thoughts that go through my mind. I'm literally sitting in bed at whatever time that was, 11:30. No one's awake, and I'm like, oh, this is it. It's another year wasted. We're finished. We're done.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
The joy. Sounds
Nothing-
joyous.
nothing-
All joyous for sure.
Nothing matters. Nothing tastes good. We're all done. The world is coming to an
This
end.
is definitely worth it, I think, in my opinion.
There might be a touch of taking it a little too serious.
Trust me.
If you're in the bowl, I'll fly to Milan to watch that shit as well.
Oh, hell
We
yeah.
will turn it into something.
Oh, that would be.
We will fuck it.
But
something.
then, what about the joy? What about the joy when freaking Jalen goes between the legs and hits that 3 over the Detroit Pistons in Game 6? Is there anything better than that? When Mark Andrews drops the ball in the end zone, is there anything better than that? There isn't. There's nothing better.
Other than a Super Bowl.
I just want that.
I was going to say,
I want that February one.
is there anything worse than the 13 seconds? Is there anything worse?
I still
That's
have
the craziest
scars.
game of sport I've ever watched in my life. That 13 seconds game.
I still have
it was like I was
scars.
doing.
Should we
mainline
talk more about that?
cocaine.
Let's recap that. Let's
No,
talk
no,
about that.
Oh
no,
my
let's-
god!
Let's not. Let's not.
Just coursing through my veins. Ah!
GC, when are you coming back to Manchester?
God, whenever. I was just thinking about that last night, actually.
Oh, this is coming from Danny Doyle.
I'd love to. Are we doing a Uncrowned Films at the Champion Gym with
that'd be
heavyweight champion
sick.
Tom Aspinall?
That'd be sick.
That'll be the next time I go.
Kenny, aloha, Ariel, and team. It warms my nostalgic heart that you and Casey are reunited. I also want to shout out the Uncrowned writers. Yes, you should. As a kid, I would go to places like Walden Books and Borders to buy sports and music magazines to read in-depth articles on favorite athletes and artists. So did I, by the way. I used to go to a place called Coles and Multimags in Montreal. And I really appreciate you guys keeping thoughtful feature articles alive at Uncrowned. Quick question, which magazines did you and the team read back in the day? Oh, this is a great question. Well, I used to subscribe to Sports Illustrated. I used to love Slam magazine. I used to read Sport magazine. Those were some. There was Inside Sports as well that I used to buy. I used to buy all of these. Later, in my older days, I liked 442.
Yeah.
The soccer mag. You know that one, PC? It's a great one.
Yeah.
I loved Stuff magazine, Hoop magazine. I love the basketball ones. Slam was probably my favorite.
Don't forget about those highlights mags from childhood. Those were the best.
I still have a Slam subscription.
What?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
And you want to know the craziest part?
What?
I have no idea who's paying for it. I think my grandparents bought me like a lifetime subscription. I haven't changed the address on a website or anything.
They find you?
I just recently moved, and a couple of days ago I got one delivered.
Wow.
They just keep coming.
Do you read it?
I flipped through it. I used to read it like page by page. I would take I would rip the posters out and put them up on my wall and everything. Like I loved Slam growing up, but yeah, still to this day get it. Like when I was moving out just like a couple months ago, I had to get rid of like a stack of Slams that had accumulated while I was living in my apartment. Yeah, shout out
Is
to
it Slam and Slam Kicks as well, or just Slam?
It's just Slam. Kicks is like the special edition issue every once in a while.
Oh, I love Slam. I remember. I mean, we have a Slam up here.
I tried to write for Slam out of college.
You did?
Yeah, I reached out to like several editors, emailing them, and every time I was just like, "Nah, we don't have any jobs available."
My favorite part of Slam was the noise ticker at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
you know, like it's just like random thoughts.
Yep, from like the editor in chief.
Yeah, Russ Bankston.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
shout out to Slam, dude.
Yeah,
I used to be an NBA diehard. It is crazy how much my fandom has dropped.
Oh, I love Slam magazine. Love Slam. Sports Illustrated was great.
Oh yeah, every Thursday that's when I got it in Georgia.
I don't know what my day was. I feel like it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I also used to subscribe to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. That was more of a college thing, and yeah, those were the days. I was never like a big Time magazine or political magazine guy. I was more just a sports fan, and in particular, I would say those two were my two favorites. All right, great stuff. Thank you very much for all the questions. Love you all. Go Bills, go Knicks. One more guest, and he's a massive name, and we just found out last week that he's returning finally November 22nd in Qatar against Dan Hooker. And then Dana White said on Saturday, it's going to be a number one contender fight, which he rarely says that. So let us talk to the great Arman Tsarukyan about this. He's kind enough to join us once again on the program. Hello, Arman. How are you, my friend?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to have you on. Thank you so much for the time. Okay, so can I ask, why November 22nd? Why Qatar? Why Dan Hooker? How did we end up here?
So I was asking about the title fight, and they said this year Ile he's not gonna fight. So that's why I said I'll fight to anybody because I haven't fought a long time. So I wanna fight, and Dan Hooker, Gaethje, works for me. These names, and finally. Gaethje, like I heard, like Gaethje said no, and Hooker said yes, so we are in.
Okay, so was Gaethje the top choice?
Gaethje would be better, but for me, it doesn't matter. It's both of them. It's just easy money for me.
Sure. Do you know why Gaethje said no?
But he knows he could lose to me.
Right. Do you think he's going to get a title shot as a result of saying no? That seems to be the rumor.
Oh, it's going to be so bad to me, you know.
You mean it's going to be a one-sided fight?
I mean, we'll see how I fight, how like my fight goes. But for sure, our fight is number one contender.
When you accepted the fight, did they tell you that? Did they say, okay, it's done November 22nd and it's going to be number one contender, or did you find out like all of us?
No, they didn't say like this is number one contender fight, but like Dana said last weekend, it's a number one contender fight. But you know, like we know they can do whatever they want to do. So
sure, I was just surprised that he said that because he usually doesn't say that. They usually never actually say this fight is number one contender for whatever reason.
I mean, I'm a number one contender about 2 years already.
Sure. I mean, someone could make the case that you should be fighting for the belt next.
Hopefully, I go and beat Hooker, perform very well, finish him, show my level, and after that get my title fight in January or February.
Okay, so you'd like to, in a perfect world, make a quick turnaround.
Yeah, I gotta go there, choke him out, and be without any injured and without any damages. Just do my work, finish, and then ask about title fight.
There has been some talk of Ilya returning at the beginning of the year. Was there any talk about you just waiting and fighting him rather than take this fight in late 2025?
On my head just right now, it's a Hooker. I'm thinking about him because every fight is a tough fight, and he's a tough opponent. He has a good striking, so that's why I gotta be focused on him. And then after the fight, I can keep go and think about the title fight or Ilya or somebody, because it's fight is always it's not easy job like you think, guys, especially our training camps.
Sure. I don't think it's an easy job. I know you guys go through hell in these training camps.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just I'm not thinking who is gonna fight in January or February with Ilya, but on my head, go make a good statement on in Qatar and call out Ilya and fight for the title beginning of the next year.
Is this fight against Dan personal for you? Because, the tweets back and forth between you guys, do you feel like this is a personal fight?
I mean, no, it's not personal fight because it's just
You remember this one?
it's just a business,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a business. Yeah, of course. On the real life, I know he's gonna shut his mouth and he couldn't say anything about me. But when it's gonna be media or a lot of people, of course he can do something.
Have you ever seen him? Have you ever talked to him in person?
No, I haven't seen him, but I'm gonna see him in Qatar.
Huh.
But he knows media and security and everybody is gonna be there, and he's gonna behave like a Hooker.
What does that mean?
Like he's gonna behave like he behaved with cameras, because he knows nobody gonna touch him.
Okay. So the energy, you think you don't think there'll be any drama beforehand? You think it will all just play out in the fight?
We'll see. We never know. Especially we are fighters,
Sure.
Maybe he's gonna talk a lot, but a lot of brothers coming, and hopefully he's gonna they gonna stop me,
Oh my.
And yeah, I shouldn't do some crazy things. I just gotta be focused because I'm gonna have 25 minutes to beat his ass.
When you say brothers, you mean your team, right?
Yeah, this time a lot of people comes. A lot of people comes to Qatar. They don't need a visa, so this time we're gonna have a bunch of people from Russia, from Armenia. So I'm gonna have big team.
Okay, and I would imagine you liked it when they said Qatar as a location. You liked that idea because of this reason.
The best thing, my father can come and watch my fight. This is the best thing.
Wow. When's the last time
because
he saw you live?
It was in a fight with Islam Makhachev.
Well, I mean, the fight that didn't happen.
No. It was
the first one.
First one, yeah.
In Russia, yeah.
It was last time when I fought in Russia.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's been what? When was that? 2016 or something? 27?
Yeah, 6 years ago, 2019.
Okay. Wow, that was the last time.
Yeah, so he's super excited to come and watch my fight.
I love that. What about your grandfather? I saw a picture of you and your grandfather, 101.
Yeah,
What a legend this guy is. Unbelievable. What's his name?
Artash.
Amazing. Where is this
Artash, yes.
picture?
It's in our home in the Gelincik. It's like in Russia.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
How is he doing?
he's doing great. He's telling me I'm a boxer. I'm saying I'm not boxer. I'm an MMA fighter.
Does he know what MMA is?
I was trying to explain what is the MMA. I'm saying like it's like a street fight without rules, and he said that it's still boxing. I said okay.
Has he ever watched you on TV? Have you ever shown him videos?
Yes, yes. When he was 90 years old, he was watching my fights. But right now he's like sometimes he he watch, but sometimes he couldn't recognize.
Okay. And by the way, you said that the best part is that your father can be there. What about your mother?
My mother, no, she's gonna stay home. It's a man's sport.
Okay.
Woman should be at home.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I mean, it's I don't know how my mom can come and watch my fight. And it's a lot of blood.
Sure.
Her son can get hurt. It's I think it's not good place.
Does she watch you on TV or is it hard for her?
No, she doesn't. She just waiting for the result, and after that maybe she just waiting when I'm fighting. She's just waiting for the result.
Okay.
She can't watch.
I can understand that. Dan spoke to a website called Submission Radio, a show, Submission Radio, and he said, if Arman comes in arm's range of me, I'm going to hit him. That's the long and short of it.
God.
He said, the fight's going to be off, and I don't care about that. That's what I'm saying. If you put me near the guy, the fight's off. And I feel like he feels the exact same way. If you put me near the guy, I'm going to try to hit him and throw shit at him and push him off. The UFC wants this fight to happen, so it's on them to keep us away from each other.
Oh, he just talking a lot. But but if you see gonna put us on one room without rumors, without camera, without bodyguards, he's not gonna do anything.
This is spicy stuff. He also said he wants to kick your teeth in.
He can do whatever he wants to do. He's gonna have 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wants, we can fight, and after fight we can fight again.
What?
But not before.
No, that's right. That's right. After fight, probably a bad idea too.
Yeah, because we gotta keep that fight safe, before the fight.
Have you ever been to Qatar?
No, never been there, but I'm so excited. I heard a lot of good stuff about Qatar, and the best thing, it's the same time zone as Russian. So when I fly there, I'm not gonna have jet lag.
Okay, yeah, that's amazing. And could I understand? So we all know what happened in January, and we've talked to you since then. Did you ever think that it would take so long to get a fight? It'll be 19 months between fights for you in the end, and it will be 11 months since your fight that was supposed to happen in California.
No, when I got injured, I thought I'm not gonna have this year a fight, because I thought my injury gonna take a while, but I could be a backup. I had a training camp. I cut my weight very well, and so my back, it doesn't bother me anymore, and I'm super healthy. So yeah, when I got hurt, I thought I'm not gonna fight this year, but you see I'm back, and hopefully I'm fighting next month.
Any restrictions at all with the back injury?
No, all good. So just the best thing is not overtrained, and don't push too much. Sometimes I want to do as much as possible, but right now I know I already had that situation, so I gotta take care of my body more than before.
We saw you with Khamzat when he won the belt. Was that your first time doing a training camp with him like that?
No, this is second time. We
Okay.
already had training camp with versus who he fought before?
He fought. Why am I blanking?
Australian guy. Whitaker.
Whitaker. That's right. Yes, when he.
We had a training camp. I had a training camp with him with Whitaker, and then this is second time already.
Okay. What is his work ethic like? Being around him and training with him.
I mean, he's super professional, very smart, hard worker, and yeah. So the best thing that's he's a hard worker.
Will he be in your corner for this fight?
I hope so.
Will you be training with him?
Yeah, he wants to come and help me. But I'm saying, Hamza, your weight is like more than 200 pounds. You're gonna hurt me. No, no. He's gonna come and help me, and he has always asked me like, when should I come? And if you need sparring partners, just let me know. I'm gonna send everybody from Chechnya to help you.
Wow. So these are some of the brothers that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. And because of the time difference, are you not going to go to ATT to prepare for this fight?
So I was supposed to go to ATT. We talked to Dan and my coach Parumpa. So, but they told me like last week that I'm fighting in Qatar. So it's seven weeks left. It's gonna take a lot of time to get there. And then go back to Qatar is going to be difficult. So we decided to stay here in Russia. And here is going to be better for me.
Okay. Will they come to you early?
Yeah, they probably going to come before 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. And is this enough time? Like you say it's 7 weeks. Are you okay with that?
You know, for me, yes, because I always train twice a day, 3 times a day. For me, it's like a lifestyle training. When I train, I feel very good, and I like to train when it's a off season, you know, because no pressure. You just do whatever you want to do, and like a lot of play. We play a lot, like tennis. Even wrestling, we play, not like go hard live, you know.
We saw that you competed in some grappling competition.
That's why for me, 7 weeks.
Oh, sorry, it got cut out. Now you're back.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
The picture is frozen. Oh, now you're back. So 7 weeks is okay.
7 weeks is okay for me.
Okay.
My weight is good. I always try to eat clean.
Okay. Now you're smiling.
Croissants.
Now what's going on? Okay, Arman, can I tell you something? My favorite thing on the internet, I have to say, I'm not even saying it, I've said it without you here, are these videos of you eating. Where did this all start? This is you with the croissant. What is happening here with the croissant, the big cup of coffee? It's unbelievable. Why? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why it's so entertaining, but it's so entertaining. This one too. Why is it so interesting watching you eating? And how did you come to the conclusion that people enjoy watching you eat?
I don't know. Like people they text me every day. Please send something when you eat. I don't know. People like enjoying to watch my videos. So I sometimes spend a lot of money for like professional video when I train or like do something like lifestyle, and like 1 million views and spend a lot of money, and then just someone like filming me from the phone and I'm eating and like 10, 15 million views. So I gotta keep doing.
Yes, you got to. Where did you get that croissant that was so big?
I told my friend to cook it.
Really? That big?
Yeah.
And where did you get the cup that big?
We ordered that from the restaurant. There is a restaurant.
Oh, really? Was it good, the
Yeah.
croissant? It looked good. It had like Nutella inside or something?
Yeah, it was Nutella. It was good. Yeah, I ate all of them.
Yeah, right. And like the hamburgers. How many hamburgers is that?
It's like 25 or something, but I had maybe 5, 6.
And what do you do with the rest?
I gave to my friend.
Okay.
It was, I was with my friends, so we just made the for the video a lot of burgers. You know?
Sure. It's still a lot of burgers, even with your friends. All right, and you're sitting inside a Rolls Royce, right? Is that a Rolls Royce that you're sitting inside?
Yeah.
Okay. There's just something about those videos, man. They're brilliant. They really are. I don't even know why I'm so captivated by them, but they're very entertaining.
Yeah, I gotta do something new.
What's the next one?
Fish.
Like
because I'm on a diet, so
Oh, yeah.
I can't eat junk food. So now I gotta eat some healthy things, and it's gonna be fish. The next one.
A big fish?
Yeah, the fish that gives the black caviar.
Oh, black caviar.
Yeah, that fish that gives black caviar.
Okay.
As a black caviar.
What kind of fish is that?
Citrina.
Okay, is that popular?
It's in Russia. It's most popular one and most expensive one.
How much? How much is that?
No, I mean the caviar is expensive. The fish is not expensive.
Oh, really? But you would think the fish, which gives you the caviar, would be more expensive than the caviar itself, no?
No. There's some people, they don't even use the fish. They just need the caviar because caviar is way expensive than the fish.
You like caviar?
Yes, I do.
You did a video once with caviar too, right?
Yeah. What about you? You like caviar?
I love caviar. I love it.
But you gotta come Russia and try here.
I've never been to Russia.
Yeah, you gotta come because you gotta come here because we have about 10 different caviars,
Oh my gosh.
10 different fish.
Okay. How much would the most expensive one be?
For us it's free, no worries. Come here.
Wow, you would welcome me.
Yeah, so here in Russia, everything free for you.
Wow. Are you speaking on behalf of everyone or just your crew?
No, just my crew.
Okay, well that's all I need, really. Which city should I go to?
Any.
Okay.
Come to Moscow.
Moscow. Is that where you are right now?
No, now I'm in Krasnodar.
Wow, where's that in relation to Moscow?
It's close to Moscow, 2 hours flight.
Okay. Is this where you live?
Yeah, I do. I do live here. I Krasnodar. I spent a lot of time in Moscow as well, so I had a grappling fight that you saw.
Yeah. Benson Henderson.
Yeah.
You like doing that
Easy
stuff?
money. He was relaxing, like sleeping.
Yeah. And Patricky Pitbull too.
Yeah, with Pitbull was harder.
Really?
I mean, you know why harder? Because it was a 3 minutes round. I couldn't have a time to make him tired.
How long were the rounds with Benson?
Benson was 9 minutes nonstop.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, but I choked him on the fifth or yeah.
When you take those matches, do you have to get the UFC their clearance, or you're allowed to do whatever you want?
If you don't have a contract and you don't have a fight coming up before 8 weeks, you can do that. But if you have a contract for the fight and if it's less than 8 weeks, you're not allowed to wrestle.
Okay. So like you couldn't take one this weekend.
No, I can't. I cannot take anymore.
Okay. You enjoy doing that?
And I'm not gonna. Yes, but I'm not gonna like take a risk, do that because I can get hurt. And the main thing is UFC. I'm doing that for fun, you know.
Sure.
Stay active.
When you were with Khamzat and you got to hold the belt and see him realize his dream, did it inspire you? Did it make you feel like I'm so close to getting this too?
I mean, I was just happy for him because he was training so hard. He had a hard life, and he achieved that he wanted so much, and I was just happy. But before the fight, I knew he's gonna be a champion because I saw how he trained and how's his conditional and everything.
Did you think it would be so one-sided?
Say again, please.
Did you think that the fight would be so one-sided?
Yeah, because he has a very good wrestling. If he wrestle, I said no one can stop you because nobody can wrestle like you in your division. And I told him too, if you're gonna try to like knock him out and like stay on the feet a lot, and then you're gonna have maybe you could have problem, but it's better to wrestle and be safe.
Yes, very, very dominant. Do you think he could have finished him?
He could, but I don't know. Maybe he saved his energy.
Okay. By the way, two guys that you know very well, Charles Oliveira and Mateusz Gamrot, are fighting this weekend. Who do you like in that fight?
It's a good fight, and to be honest, I don't know who is gonna win because Oliveira got knocked out a few months ago, like 3-4 months ago, and his chin is not there for sure. And Gamrot, he's going from the like a 3 weeks notice, and maybe he's not in good shape as well. So it's like 50-50 fight.
Okay. You know, with your situation, I know that you said you're focused on the fight and not title fight and all that stuff. But could I just ask? I think it should be Ilya versus Paddy. If it wasn't going to be you, Paddy is such a big star, and obviously it's not going to be you right now because you're booked. Do you think Paddy can beat Ilya?
No way.
Do you think
Paddy? Yeah, no, Paddy. Ilya, just me can beat Ilya. That's all for now in our division.
You're the only one.
Right now, yes, and everybody knows that. Even UFC knows that. That's why they're trying to push him as much as possible.
You think they're trying to keep you apart, keep you away from him?
Yeah, but if I go and like perform very well and finish Hooker, they cannot avoid me anymore.
Do you think you have to do something spectacular against Hooker, like get a finish or something so that you're undeniable?
I have to, yeah, to show that I want to fight for the title and I deserve to be there.
And you go into this fight, Arman, with a chip on your shoulder because of everything that's happened this year and everything that happened at the beginning of the year. Do you feel like you have to remind people that you have to prove something to them, that you are who you say you are?
Yes, of course, you know. But I know right now. I had a problem with my back, everything, a lot of rumors, this, that, and but I feel very good and nothing on my shoulder. I'm just going there, do my job, and I don't care what they're gonna think about my performance. I'm just gonna do my job, what I think I should do.
And when you accepted the fight, which I guess it was offered to you last week, how big do you get? Like, how big were you, and how much do you have to cut to get to 156?
I'm not big. I walk around 180, 182, because I was competing 175 a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
So that's why I wasn't big, and I knew that they're gonna give me a fight in November. So I already started like train hard and be a leaner.
By the way, I saw a picture of you and Tony Ferguson in Thailand.
Yeah, We haven't spoke a long time, huh?
Yeah, me and you. Yeah, it's been a minute. You're hard to get. You're a hard guy to reach.
No, I'm always open to you.
Oh, I appreciate that. What was that like hanging with Tony?
Oh, Tony. He has so much energy. I don't know from where. Good legend, but I wish he could have better career at the end of his career on the new UFC.
Yeah.
But it is what it is,
Did you watch?
Still a legend.
Did you watch the Usman Nurmagomedov Paul Hughes fight on Friday?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just watched Ankalaev.
What did you think of that? Oh. His phone shut off. And we entered the Matrix. I only had like one question left for him. I really enjoyed talking to Arman. He's such a lovely guy.
Seemed like a lovely interview.
I think he was enjoying it as well, right?
Absolutely.
When someone says, we haven't talked in a while, I've missed you. I think he invited me. Do you think he wants to do a film in Russia?
Yes. You got to do all the different kinds of caviar.
Casey and I?
Yeah, the Caucasus tour is going to be great.
Oh, my God.
Tbilisi with Marab, Moscow with Arman.
Yo,
I think a Russia trip is all of us.
Shaping up. We'll go to Manchester first leg with you, and then you guys, and then Tbilisi too.
I would love to go there.
And then we'll let you round out.
Do our thing?
Yeah, to Moscow.
Do you think they'll welcome us with open arms?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so do I. All very nice people. I know a few people over in Georgia, Russia. I mean, we had 2 Russian guests on today. I think Peter Yan was inviting me to his village as well. You don't think so? Is Arman gone? Is that how we're ending this? Why do we like
Haven't gotten him back yet. His phone may have died.
Why do we like watching him eat so much is the thing. I don't know.
He makes it fun.
Is it the sheer volume of food that's there?
I don't know. There's, he doesn't break character.
How many cheeseburgers is that? 25.
He doesn't break character. I think that's the beauty. He just kind of sits there and smiles.
Character? Or is that just him?
No, I mean like he doesn't break, like even he'll have like a little smile there when he talks about the food, right? But nothing.
Has Arman Sarukian ever laughed so hard he cried?
Do you think I should ask him that?
No.
Arman, what gets you emotional the way I get emotional about the Buffalo Bills?
No, not necessarily emotional. I'm saying you're laughing so hard, tears stream down your face.
Oh, yeah. Like, does he ever just
dying?
Like us on the show here.
Just an absolute rib roasting, your gut hurts, you're laughing so hard moment. I just can't imagine it. Feels like the most he gives is just like a nice little chuckle.
A little smile.
Yeah.
A wry smile. Yes, I would like to ask him that question, actually. Can we get him back just to ask him that
We're
question?
working on it, man. We're efforting back here. We'll circle back in just a bit.
Okay. All right. By the way, I got a text. We were talking about the this is my new thing. I put my phone here so I see what's going on. There's a lot going on. Someone told me that there is a huge players association in tennis. They told me that Novak Djokovic is the head of the executive committee. They filed a massive class action against the ATP and WTA earlier this year. The drug testing in tennis is problematic, not consistent application of the rules /fines/sanctions. It's a big issue right now. I rep tennis players. Oh, this guy's telling me, and I was clear. Okay. Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, there was some controversy with Yannick Sinner tested positive, and some of the players were not happy with the enforcement of the rules.
Sinner and
Swiatek.
Swiatek. Where's he from?
She is
Damn it.
Swiss, I believe.
No,
not Swiss.
Polish. Number 1 player in the world. I guess.
She's good.
I guess Sabalenka's.
By the way, the 2 number 1 players failed tests?
She's no longer number 1, but yeah.
At the time.
Oh yeah, she's a legend. She's a beast.
Listen, baseball had their Barry Bonds, McGuire. Everyone was tuning in with steroids. Everyone likes the long ball. Everyone likes a little
of course. Power. A little Bash Brothers action. Oh, okay, we got him back. Okay, let's wrap up with Arman because I know it's late over there, but we did want to ask him. Oh, you're in a new location now.
My phone is dead. Sorry.
No problem.
I didn't see that. I have a low battery. So
You were having so much fun on the interview, you didn't notice.
yeah, I thought 20% is gonna
Be
be
enough.
enough for you, but
I'm
you
sorry.
see, we have a long conversation.
I'm sorry. We were just asking, have you ever, Armin, laughed so much that you cried? Have you ever like been so happy laughing that you cried?
Yeah, maybe yes. I like laughing.
What like do you know what the circumstances were?
I was in the one show. So you drink a water on your so you're with the water
Yeah.
and you're watching the video and the like a comedy video, from the YouTube or somewhere,
Oh, yes, yes.
and you gotta try to keep on your mouth the water and don't laugh.
And did
And
you
then yeah, we watched some crazy videos and I was laughing so much and almost cried.
Okay, and the water came out.
Yes, it did.
By the way, this scene behind you is beautiful. Where are you? And is that a real window?
Yeah, it's I'm in Venice.
Wow. It's amazing. It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, it's I'm in San Diego.
Okay.
Or in Europe.
I
Somewhere
lo-
in Europe.
It's beautiful. Yeah, you are somewhere in Europe. And also, I like the beard is a little longer. The hair is a little longer. We're letting it grow?
Yeah. Change my style a little bit.
Okay, so it's going to be longer for the fight. You're not going to cut it until the fight?
A little bit of hair because it could bother me,
Sure.
but I gotta be still not too long.
Okay. Yeah,
Because I'm focused on my camp, so no time for the barber shop.
nothing.
Yeah, and not a lot of media here in Russia.
No, you're not talking to anyone, just us.
Yeah, but no one wants to get interview from me.
Serious?
Unless
I don't believe you.
when I'm gonna be a champ, a lot of people wants to do that.
You think people they don't talk about you because you're not champion yet? You feel that? I don't believe you.
A little bit.
Nah, that's crazy. We love talking to you. We had you on our show in New Jersey. Remember that in front of all the people?
Yeah, that one was the best interview in my life.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because with the crowd,
Energy.
so fun. But you didn't post it, right?
Well, because I wanted the people who paid for it. I didn't want to like them to feel like I wanted it to feel special for them. But we put the audio on our podcast.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. But so the point is, when you become champion, don't forget about us.
Okay, no problem.
Because you know what happens? Everyone becomes champion, and then I'm too busy. I have this to do. I have that to do, and everyone forgets about the little show here that was caring about you when you weren't champion.
Well, you gotta put the toy on your
You have one?
table. I do. I gotta give it to you.
Okay, can you send us one? Or where can I buy it? Do you have a store or something?
No. I have my. I'll give it to you when I see you. Are you coming to Qatar or not?
No, I don't think so.
You're not U.S. citizen, huh?
No, I am U.S. citizen. Of course, I'm U.S. and Canadian.
Nice.
But it's far for me.
Okay, no problem. We're gonna have a Zoom.
Okay, yeah, we'll do Zoom after the fight.
After the fight, I knocked out Hooker, and then Monday or Tuesday we're gonna have a good interview. That Dana said I'm the next for the title in January or February, and we're gonna discuss about that.
Love it. Okay, it's a deal. So that's the official prediction. Knockout.
Yeah, knockout with hands, maybe hooks. I don't know. Anything.
I can't wait. Last thing, Dan is going to be on our show tomorrow. Is there anything you want to say to him?
What should I say to him? Nothing. Just train. Tell him to train how to defense wrestling.
Okay.
because I'm just gonna wrestle 25 minutes.
All right. Well, that's different than the knockout prediction of a minute ago.
No, you never know. You know, I'm like tricky. They
Sure,
have, you know, show wrestling and a punch.
You're right. You have to give him different things to worry about.
Yeah. But he gotta think about just wrestling.
Okay. All right. Deal. Thank you, Armin. Great stuff. Appreciate it. All the
Thank you
best to
so
you.
much.
And good luck on November 22nd. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. There he is, the great Armin Sarukian. How great is Armin? I mean, he's just such a lovely guy. And yes, in fact, we will be joined tomorrow by Mr. Dan Hooker. In fact, tomorrow's show is a banger, is a stacked affair. That's why we had to do On the Nose today, my friends. Carlos Ulberg on the show tomorrow. Dan Hooker on the show tomorrow. Eddie Hearn in studio on the show tomorrow. Raven on the show tomorrow. Do you guys know who Raven is?
That's so?
No.
Got him.
Quote the Raven, nevermore. Raven is a legendary pro wrestler, a.k.a. Scott Levy, who in the 90s really rose to prominence in ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, as a sort of grunge. Frank, you would love him. Grunge,
Already got him.
mysterious. You got to see the doc. I'm going to send you the doc. The doc is amazing. It's coming out. I think it's called Nevermore. We'll talk to him about it. My first time talking to Raven.
He had the flannel tied around his waist. It was incredible.
He was like...
This is Frank in a nutshell, yeah.
Yes.
The key to my heart.
He was like 90s Seattle grunge. He wasn't a Seattle guy, but like he was playing that Nirvana, you know...
He literally has a shirt, a Nirvana shirt, where the
Yes.
word Nirvana's changed to Raven.
Oh, he was legendary. He was always like in the corner, and they would shoot interviews with him, and he was all sort of like dark and disturbed and say, "What about me? What about me?" And then he would end every promo with quote the Raven, nevermore. And he'd go, it was legendary.
The DDT, one of the best.
Oh yes.
DDTs in
I am
business.
so psyched for that one. Also, some guy named Channing Tatum on the show
Legend.
tomorrow,
He's an actor.
Legend.
aka Magic Mike. No, not in studio. Thanks.
He
And
has
then-
many acting credits.
I'm
not
wearing
just
my
Magic.
Magic Mike outfit.
Hell yeah. And another guest, but I'm not going to say.
Wait, what's a Magic Mike outfit?
Mhm.
Connor's favorite movie
You're gonna have to
is
tune in
Hateful
tomorrow.
Eight.
Hateful Eight is.
We do have another guest on, but I'm not going to say who it is because there are forces out to get us.
James Tahuna?
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay, what do we do?
The floor. Let the bodies hit
Quoting
the
drowning pool now?
There ain't no stopping me. Okay, Frankie, any super chats or
You
what?
know it.
Oh, let's go.
Miles comes in with a blank one. Thank you, Miles.
Oh, yeah, cool. Thanks, Miles.
Miles writes one. Frank, are you going to Brooklyn Steel to see Swans? Yes, I am tonight.
Serious?
Yes.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
He
What?
was wearing a Swan shirt the other day.
What the hell is Swans?
A band,
And what is Brooklyn Steel?
a venue.
Wait.
Connor.
Are you going to Brooklyn Steel to see Swan? Where is Brooklyn Steel?
Williamsburg-ish.
My hood. Should I stop by?
Yeah, man.
Let the bodies hit. Do they sing that?
You gotta stop doing that.
No? All right. All right. Well, maybe Miles is going to be there.
Yeah, maybe.
Shout out. What
Say
else?
hi if you can recognize me. AZ Ray Videos. For the record, I think Bellator's legacy was cross-promotion. Also, the creative concept of including champions in the Grand Prix tournaments was very dynamic.
I mean, cross promotion. Yeah, sure. A few here and there. You know, they did the
Continues,
tournament.
though.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay. All right.
two
Sorry.
for- I didn't
Jeez.
realize.
All right.
Bjorn Rebney, in
Yeah.
his own right, was able...
BJORN for the record, not BY. But yes.
But I pronounced it right?
Yeah, hell, you nailed it.
All right. Jesus. Bjorn Rebney, in his own right, was able to successfully foster stars like the Pitbull brothers and Chandler and gave recognition to
Megumi Fuji, 2 eyes. You can make a case that he actually built more stars than the following era, the Coker Kogan era. So yeah, I mean,
Those things that he mentioned though existed in Pride before. Like it's not like
100%.
This
yeah.
was like a,
but he's right about Chandler and Pitbull. And,
Yeah. Bellator built
AJ McKee and all those guys came up. I know.
and in Strike Force, I mean, definitely there.
Sure. But that's not Bjorn Rebney. He's talking about. I think he's trying to give Bellator its flowers. What else, Frank? What else?
AJ
And
McKee
then-
and Chandler were Bjorn Rebney though.
Yeah, well, actually, they came in. Yes, Chandler beat Eddie Alvarez, and AJ came in with Bjorn. It was just
Wow, really? AJ's been fighting that long? Holy shit.
Chandler was 2011 when he won the belt. What else? Eddie Alvarez too, to a degree. What else, Frankie? What else?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Ariel is a fellow diehard Bills fan.
Oh yeah, Jason.
I was in a bad place Sunday night
Yep.
after Buffalo lost to the Patriots.
Yes.
But I'm in a better place after the Chiefs lost to Jacksonville, and it's a much-needed wake-up call for Buffalo.
I will be honest. I didn't watch the Chiefs-Jags game because I just needed a break. I just needed a break from it all. It was tough Sunday night. You know what? Good riddance Sunday Night Football for the Buffalo Bills this year. I'm tired of those games. They're just you spend the whole day nervous, and then it ends like that. Anyway, yes, I do agree. Who would have thought? Chiefs 3 losses, Ravens 4 losses. Who the hell would have thought? I mean, shocking stuff. This is how negative of a person I am. I feel like we're going to end up playing them because they're so bad and we're going to be so good. I feel like we're going to end up playing them in like the first round. We're going to end up being like the 2 seed, and somehow the Chargers are going to pull it off for some craziness, or the Jaguars, and then we're going to have to play the Ravens in the first round. That's what's going to happen here.
Ravens might not make the playoffs.
They're going to figure it out.
They're probably going to lose again this week, and then they'll go to the bye, and then they get Lamar.
Who they got? The Lions, right? No, Chiefs have the Lions.
They got the Rams.
Nah, they're going to be the Rams.
They don't have Lamar. They're 8-point underdogs.
On the road?
Not at home.
They'll win.
Did you watch the Texans game?
No, I know. But like,
You do realize like half of their like cornerbacks and safeties are out. They're top players on defense as well.
Yeah,
They're giving
you know
up
what?
44 points.
Guess
to
what?
the
Guess what?
Houston Texans.
Ed Oliver is out. Okay, I mean, like, we're suffering too. All right. Tyler Bass is out. All right. Although our boy Prater has been great. What else? Frankie?
That was everything.
Oh, okay. Man, how fun was that with Armin? When I'm talking to Armin like that, you're like, at first you're like, does this guy like me? And then you're like, you know what? He likes me. He really likes me.
He's great, man. He mentioned that Jersey show. When I went to go grab him, I had to bring him through the lobby.
Yeah.
We couldn't get him to the back, and the fans were like going crazy trying to get pictures with him and stuff.
Yeah, we gotta do that again.
He didn't say much to me, but I was wearing the "Don't be silly, jump the ghillie" shirt, and all he said, he was just like, "Your boy's gonna get choked out tomorrow night." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Wow, damn. Teammate also.
Yeah, actually, technically, his prediction was correct.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell Dan what he asked you to tell him?
Work on the wrestling?
Yeah, and only the wrestling.
Only the wrestling.
For 25 minutes.
Maybe we'll play the clip for him.
Smart.
People love when we do that. The build up to that fight is going to be fantastic. That's going to be very, very fun. Weekend before Thanksgiving. I mean, GC, the vibes are going to be great. We're going to do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday show to react to it all.
Wednesday?
3 days. It's going
Before
to be great.
Thanksgiving?
It's going to be great.
This is my PTO request getting in right now.
It's going to be fantastic.
I was actually saying that to Rick though when we were reacting to it last Thursday on the Boys in the Back.
Yeah.
I mean, the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Are you kidding me? The vibes are 10 out of 10.
It's amazing.
Afternoon card.
Oh, my
crispy
God.
November afternoon.
Oh yeah.
I'm in.
The leaves. Oh yeah. Everything.
Gary versus Muhammad.
It's a great 1-2 punch.
Hooker versus Sarukian. I'm in, man.
Yeah.
How about that window behind him?
The window is fantastic. Yeah. How about you not thinking I was going to ask him if he's ever cried laughing, and he had a pretty good story. And might be a new addition to the drop repertoire is I love laughing, or what did he say? I like laughing.
No, he said I love laughing.
Yeah.
I love laugh.
Who
Live, love, laugh.
The Armin Sarukian story.
He shows up next time in a new place and he has one of those corny signs behind him that says "Live, love, laugh."
Yeah. Live, love, laugh. The Armin Sarukian.
It's just that the laughs are so short lived. He comes back
fine.
and he's like, sorry, my phone died. And you immediately are like, you get that unsettling feeling of like, does this guy hate me?
I had 20%. I thought it would be enough.
Yeah. Oh, no, he smiles for just a second. Yeah, I had the 20%. I thought it would be enough. And his deadpan is so serious too.
Oh my God, love it,
man.
Love it.
The quaff on point too.
Oh, the quaff is fantastic. Golly, the quaff is so good. I love that it's longer now. It's great. Uncrowned.com, your place to be for all things combat sport. Number one on Bias platform in the history of combat sports. Tomorrow's a big day. We have to go. You know why? We're doing the Bill Simmons pod at 4:30, so we have to go.
Who
but
the
also,
fuck is we?
Also, I just have to. I mean, I have nothing else to say.
All right, see you tomorrow, man.
By the way, how do we feel about OTN on a Tuesday as opposed to a Wednesday?
It hits.
I kind of like it.
Sign me up.
What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Feels
man,
the-
man.
feels the
I'm
same.
in.
Feels exactly the same. It's the same thing.
It's because he only came in the MMA hour time.
Yeah,
on
he was
Wednesdays, so
only.
he was always
he was never
overloaded.
actually here. Should we play the other clip from Uncrowned Films that we have? The other teaser.
No.
Next Wednesday that debuts?
Yeah, next Wednesday.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Never. By the way, just for the record, I never actually said the day because I was trying to not put too much pressure on Casey. But you said it, so there.
No,
it is.
you did.
No, I said next week. I said next week.
No, you said
I never
you said 10 days. You literally counted out the number of days.
No, I did
No
not.
chance, because I heard
No,
it from you.
I said
Yeah, you
next
said
week. That might have been internal conversations. What are we doing tonight? Yankees, Jays. What do we got?
We'll be there, yeah?
You're going?
I thought you said
I
you
thought
wanted
about
to go with
going.
me.
They asked me to throw out the first pitch. I was going to bring my jumper, but
Couldn't be worse
thought
than
they asked you to do it.
some other rapper that threw out the first.
I thought they asked you to do a Drake song in the outfield, like Fat Joe. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
imagine I walked out at Yankee Stadium. Drake! Do you think they would spit on me
Yes.
as I'm walking out of the bullpen or
If
something
you
like that?
healed off on the New York crowd, they will spit on you. Yeah.
If I showed up wearing my Jays jacket, do you think they spit on me just as a spectator?
Probably not spit on you, but like I went to a Braves Yankees game and went to extra innings. The Braves won in extra innings, and I was just cheering like a normal fan, and I got several expletives thrown at me.
Kind of want
A
to
few threats as well.
Probably won't. Go Jays. Sweep these punks. Thank you, Armin Sarukian, Peter Yan, Joe Pfeiffer, Sergio Pettis. Back tomorrow, same time, place. Peace out here.